All right. We are back after our very nice 3 hour intermission. We already have the guy here saying, squish those fish, Bills Mafia. Let's go. Let's freaking go. All right. And who would have thought the Cleveland Browns dominating, absolutely dominating. Yo, what's up, guy? You must be excited, huh? Excited. We got Buffalo Bills. I believe the Bills, if they win, do they clinch? I think they maybe clinch the division, if I'm not mistaken. I think that I think they clinch, but I could be wrong. We're under 15 minutes away from kickoff. Let me scoot my table over, get it where it needs to be. Let's go. DeAndre Johnson, how are we doing, buddy? We got 3 people in here. You guys know what to do. Let's hit that like button. Let's share. Feel free to share the stream. We got 6 people in here already. So I did a couple of things in the intermission. I've added a couple of new emojis. Maybe, like, I don't know if those will work because I think it might be too hard to see the writing on it. I tried to make it clear, but we added a little Sub-Zero and we added a little Butthead there. So let me know what you guys think of those new emojis that I just made. You're cheering for your cousin. Who is your cousin, man? I want to know. Carcast, how are you doing? Welcome back to the stream. And of course, the masked clam sniffer. Hey, diddly ho, Shifterino. You know, and that's, I was thinking about doing a Simpsons. See, I just don't know when it comes to the emojis, like how, like if it comes to like copyright stuff, like I'm not 100% sure how. I've tried to like cover up parts of the images and whatnot, but we'll see. We shall see. Oh, Terrell Basham. No kidding. I believe isn't his first name's Terrell, right? D end, if I'm not mistaken, with the Bills, is it? If I correct me, I mean obviously he's your cousin, so you can obviously correct me if. And assuming I think I might be right, but I think it's Terrell Boogie Basham. Let's see. Let's check the depth chart. Hello. Wake Forest. Yeah, there you go. 2nd round pick. Good for him, man. Good for him. Oh, that's the right. So yeah, there is a Terrell Basham though, isn't there? Sean, here we go. Niners, baby. Niner gang, bang, bang, Niner gang. Right now they're showing Jim Kelly, and good for Jim Kelly, man. Jim Kelly's been through cancer, so good for him for fighting through it. Carlos Basham, yeah. Who is there? I thought there wasn't there a Terrell Basham? Maybe I'm just gone crazy. Thank you everyone for being here. We already got 11 people in here, so thank you everyone for stopping by. You guys know what to do. We're at 5 likes already. Let's hit those double-digit likes. Carlos, but yeah, there you go. And Terrell plays for the. There you go. I knew there was a Terrell. My B. So big shout out, and I actually need to add. Yes, I already did add it. So during the first stream, and I didn't catch it because it actually went through on Venmo. Whoops, is Zach. Zach did a $5 donation on Venmo. So greatly appreciate that, Zach. I message you saying I'll give you a shout out. Here is your shout out, and you're on the leaderboard as well. So thank you so very much. Bam, there we are. All right, his cousin. Oh, there we go. Yes, awesome, man. That's cool. Got some, I mean, and look, Boogie Basham is a 2nd round pick, so 2 sacks on the year. Good for him. I can't believe that just how badly the Baltimore Ravens looked. I mean, and here's the thing, guys, And I think this is what's going to make it all the more impressive at what the 49ers are doing. Like, I know the Ravens have injuries, so do the 49ers, but what makes so much of this so like impressive is the fact that the Ravens, Lamar Jackson goes down, and then they just look completely inept, you know? Whereas with the 49ers, Trey Lance goes down. Like, we're on a rookie. Now, of course, you could say, look, Lamar Jackson, especially as of right now, is he better than Trey Lance? Definitely. Is he better than Garoppolo? Definitely. But the Niners are starting a rookie 7th rounder, and they're starting Tyler Huntley, who's at least played some NFL ball. So there we go. Nick LC, how we doing, sup Niners gang? This game's going to be starting in about less than 10 minutes. We all thought we were going to be getting the Snow Bowl, but that's actually not going to happen. I mean, not to start the game at least. Looking like it's very, very cold there, but no snow as of right now on the field. So we're going to see how it goes, though. We're going to see how it freaking goes. Thank you, everybody, for checking out and coming back to the stream. Man, that stream earlier was absolutely bananas. Yeah, as the guy says, the Vikings game earlier, bananas. I just can't get over it, you know. At halftime, you're up 33-0. Basically, all you have to do is just not turn the ball over, pick up a couple of first downs, and there's just not enough time for the other team to come back. But Indianapolis, as bad teams do, they just find new and clever and exciting ways to lose games. So I guess it's almost impressive how badly the Indianapolis Colts looked in the second half. They couldn't do a damn thing. And Minnesota somehow get the win. With their defense and McCaffrey, the Niners could win with Elmer Fudd. I mean, pretty much, you know, and that's like, you know, it's one of those things that people talk about it with the 49ers is that, hey, like we're almost like quarterback proof. Not fully, but almost. I'm just going to reduce this and we'll get a little bit more. There we go. But thank you, everyone, for coming on back to the stream. Yeah, the stream earlier was crazy. Yep. So I changed up the shirt, took my second shower of the day, and then decided to try and look good for you guys. So here we go. We added a couple of new emojis, which I think are pretty cool. Yeah, check this out. Check this out. We got Scorpion and we got Butthead. So I thought those were pretty cool. I'm hoping that there isn't going to be some crazy copyright thing about it, but I guess we'll find out. If there is, then so be it. But then I'll take them down. But I thought those were pretty funny. Dolphins wearing the all white. I mean, if it starts snowing later, and I know they got the blue numbers and everything, but if it starts snowing later, I don't know, Miami. I'd have tried to maybe get the like the blue pants or something. And then you'll see also, there we go, Robert. Thank you for coming on back, man. You'll see, Robert, that I also updated the little emblem beside the name. So it's just like the channel logo right there. So awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. Well, yeah, as you guys know, feel free, hit the like button. We'll try and get a whole bunch of people coming in here just like we had for the first stream. And feel free to share it. And actually, what I'm going to do very quickly is I'm going to share the stream on my Twitter. What is this game on, says Nick. It's on NFL Network. If you live in the Miami or the Buffalo area, it will be on a local channel, typically either ABC, CBS, or Fox. Otherwise, it's on NFL Network. There we go. That's cool. Hope for another great. Me too, man. The Browns and Ravens game was a total dud. So, and the funny thing is, before, like yesterday, I was kind of thinking about, hey, which game do I want to do? And I'm really glad that I chose the Colts and Vikings. I chose that because there was an impact with regards to what could happen with the 49ers, but that game ended up being one of like the best games and the biggest comeback in NFL history. Just insane. All right. Just going to send out this. The tweet has been sent. There we go. So yeah, feel free, guys, if you want to yourself, feel free to share the stream, like it. That really helps out with the engagement. Nick, great to have you here. Go Dolphins. Yeah, I guess I don't know who I guess I maybe should root for the Dolphins just because they have so many former 49er players. We're just minutes away. I'm going to go grab me a couple drinks and then we'll be back rocking and rolling. Stand by because kickoff is coming right up. Let's go. All right, here we go. Robert says, what's my Twitter handle? It's Shifty 49ers Talk. We have 16 people in here. Thank you so much for spending your Saturday night here with me. It's Saturday night football. It's kind of weird saying that. Buffalo Bills in the red, in the all red uniform. And we have Miami in all white. So pretty interesting. Moments away from kickoff. And we're going to be rocking and rolling. All right. Tua Tagovailoa. Kind of struggled in recent weeks. Struggled. There you go. Thank you, Robert. Feel free to drop a follow on there. We reached 1232 subscribers earlier today, which was just absolutely awesome. Completely overwhelmed by the support. I'm going to just go with a stretch goal. There's a ton of people streaming the game. I hope you guys will stick it out with me because we're going to be going nuts once this game starts. Stretch goal for the stream. If we can hit 1250, I would be absolutely blown away by that. But thank you, everyone, for being here. A couple minutes now from kickoff. And there we fracking go. All right. Randy says, Shifty, can I pay membership through Venmo or does it only work through YouTube? Yeah, if you want to have like the membership like icon and stuff, then it has to be through YouTube. That would be the only way. That would be the only way that that we in order to get like the benefits and stuff like the emojis and what have you. That would it would have to be through YouTube, unfortunately. I really appreciate the thought, man. That's really awesome. I know you've already donated before, and you've been here, for a while now and really helping out with the chat. But yeah, I think it's going to have to be through there. But no worries, man. No worries. All good. We're not going anywhere anytime soon. So whenever you can or you'd like to, totally feel free to join. We got 5 members already. Loving it. And looks like it's going to be, I'm going to change because Buffalo's wearing the red, I'm going to change the outline of this to, the outline of the number to red. There we go. Cool. I can be a little bit picky about that stuff. So actually the Dolphins are going to get the ball first. Raheem the Dream Mostert, the former 49er, the player who carried the 49ers and beat the Packers single-handedly in the NFC Championship game in 2019, back to return for the Miami Dolphins. Let's see what kind of game we're going to have here. Wow. This is going to be a fun one. Strap yourselves in, ladies and gentlemen, because we are about to kick off. And look, as much as I was kind of looking forward to like a snowball, but these two teams and these two offenses, I'm glad actually that we get to maybe witness them do their thing a little bit more. All right. So it's going to be Bass kicking off the Buffalo Bills back to Raheem Mostert. It is incredibly cold there, but it's just not snowing as of right now. So here is the kickoff. It's going to be it's going to be short. About Raheem takes it from the 8 up to the 15, up to the 20. Raheem's got speed to the 25, up to the 30, 35 yard line. So big return from Raheem Mostert up to the 35-yard line. And then Tua and the offense will be coming out. I don't know if Jeff Wilson Jr. is going to be playing today, simply because in last week's game against the Chargers, he picked up an injury. Raheem is actually going to stay out there. Waddle is playing. Of course, you have Tyreek Hill. Those two guys are really tough to slow down. So 1st and 10 Miami at their own 36. Tua behind center, I formation. Hill in motion, snap is away. They hand it to Raheem. Raheem's going to break tackles. Raheem first down up to their own 49, pickup of 13 yards. Raheem Mostert. We are up near midfield already. Wow. Fullback did a really good job leading the blocks. Diana, how are you doing tonight? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you again. Happy to have you back. Hopefully your Saturday evening, Saturday night is going splendidly. 1st and 10 Miami at their own 49. Tua behind center. Single back. Fullback. Tight end in motion. Snap is away. Hands it to Raheem. Raheem cuts upfield. Decent yards on first down. Going to be a pickup of about 5. Now into Buffalo territory. Down to the Buffalo 46-yard line. Making moves. All right. Tua huddling up. I'm sure the crowd is going bananas there. A lot of good weapons for the Miami Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill. How are they going to run in the freezing cold temperatures? How's Tua going to throw it in the freezing cold temperatures? That's what I want to know. 2nd and 5. Little bit of confusion here with Miami. Tua now in shotgun back to his right. They do get it off in time. Fakes the handoff. Going to have to dump it off quickly. And he probably should have let that go. Dumped it off to his fullback. Lost about maybe 7 yards on the play. The fullback should have just dropped it. But it's always easier from up here to say that. Yikes. So it's going to be 3rd and about 12, I'd say. 3rd and 11, 3rd and 12 for Miami. Buffalo's going to be sending some pressure. Oh, they're saying it's incomplete. Incomplete on the field, so it's actually 3rd and 6. A lot more manageable for the Miami Dolphins. 3rd and 6, Tua is in shotgun. No one beside him. Now the fullback motions beside him. Right tackle is going to be false start. So it's going to be 3rd and 11. And the crowd noise, maybe it's having an impact here on the Miami Dolphins' young team, the young offensive line. This is their backup right tackle, Austin Jackson, former first-round pick out of USC of the Dolphins. Actually, it was the right guard, my bad. I thought it was it's the right guard who moved. Brandon Shell, I think. 21 people, guys. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. 13:24 left in the first quarter. Tua in shotgun, back to his right. 2 receivers up top, 2 down low. Running back's going to motion out wide. Tua looking to throw. Pump fakes. Throws it deep, and it's going to be way incomplete. That's going to make it 4th and 10, and Miami are going to now punt it back to the Buffalo Bills. So Miami had a couple of good runs with Raheem Mostert, but then it just kind of stalled out. Tua not looking super comfortable back there. He hasn't been comfortable back there. I mean, I didn't watch a ton of Dolphins games earlier in the year, but watching them against the 49ers and some against the Chargers, he did not look comfortable. The punt is away. Fair catch, not fair catch at the 14-yard line up to about the 19. There's a flag on the play. This is and there's a lot of guys going at it with each other right now. But there's a flag on the play, most likely in the area of holding against the returning team, which would be the Buffalo Bills. And this would knock him back quite a ways. Quite a ways. Check out these new emojis. These are super funny, I think. A little scorpion and butthead action. 23 people in here. Drop a like, subscribe. How many likes are we at? We are up to 8 likes. Steve Young likes. Let's go. Can we hit the double-digit likes? There are 2 fouls on the play, holding both against the returning team. So that's going to back Buffalo up real far into their own, basically maybe inside their own 10-yard line, I would say. That's going to back them up significantly. Significantly, Buffalo are going to be backed up. But they're going to have the ball 1st and 10. And let's see what Josh Allen, maybe these Buffalo Bills a little bit more accustomed to playing in these kind of weather conditions up in upstate New York, Orchard Park. It's at the Highmark Stadium in Buffalo. And so Miami's running game looks good. Mostert, we know what he can do as 49er fans. We know that Raheem Mostert can run the ball, run it well. They got to try and settle Tua into the game. I don't mind the second down play call with the little screen pass to the fullback, just because easy completion, build the confidence, but it wasn't completed, so not so great. Miami's defense has been okay-ish. They're going to have a hell of a game, though, if they're going to slow down Josh Allen, Devin Singletary, Stephon Diggs, Gabe Davis, Dawson Knox. Good offensive line. And I think Cole Beasley is actually back with the Buffalo Bills, too. I don't know. I remember reading that. I don't know if he's playing in this game. But if anyone out there wants to correct me, I believe he might be. Which, yeah, Beasley is active. So Beasley is playing today. So that's a really big addition right there for the Buffalo Bills offense. Hopefully everyone is doing all good out there. We have 37 viewers in the channel. 36 viewers. Let's go. We are up to 15 likes. Holy moly. Is it just me and I'm not trying to... Is the chat not moving for anyone else? But first and 10 Buffalo is coming right up. And the way the NFL have been doing these commercials, coming back from commercials, it's like come back from commercials and bam, the ball is snapped. So you kind of have to be on your toes. All right. Yeah, they're showing the temperature. And around Buffalo, it's really interesting because of the weather around Buffalo. Yo, John Jay, welcome on back. How are you doing, good sir? We have 36 people in here. Guys, check out 49ers Ultimate Report, his channel. And give him a subscription if you like 49ers content. 1st and 10, Buffalo. Josh Allen in shotgun. Singletary to his left. Miami, they're just going to fake the handoff and throw it out to Dawson Knox, and he's going to be tough to tackle in this weather. Enough for a first down up to the 18-yard line of Buffalo. Oh, yeah, 2 streams today. We're putting in that work, you know. Randy, it's getting rolling. It's getting rocking and rolling. First quarter, first play. John Jay in the house party. 1st and 10 now for Buffalo at their own 17, they're calling it. Behind center, single back. Gabe Davis in motion. Snap is away. They're going to fake the handoff, throwing it deep, looking for Diggs. And does he come up with it? Whoa, that's a nice catch. That's a very nice catch, especially in this weather. That's no joke. That is no joke. Good stuff there. From Stephon Diggs. Wow, he pulled that in. Yeah, damn, that's impressive. I mean, we know how good Stephon Diggs is, but big time catch. Throw and catch, and they're moving already. Buffalo started around their own 7-yard line. They're already up to their own 33. 1st and 10 Buffalo. 11 and a half minutes left. Josh Allen and shotgun snap is away. Faking the handoff again. Allen under pressure, throwing it deep. Almost intercepted. Looking for, that's McKenzie, almost intercepted by Javon Holland, the safety out of Oregon, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, you're right, Robert. Stephon Diggs and Josh Allen have, and he's just been such a huge addition for Buffalo ever since he's arrived there. He really helped out Josh Allen. Just when you have that legit number one receiver, or even if the other team has their best corner on him, he's able to find ways to get open, make tough catches when he's well covered as well. So 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Allen behind center, single back. They are going to hand it off up the middle, and Singletary's going to break a tackle, but only gets about 1.5 yards on the play. So that's going to bring up a key 3rd down here. And if you are the Dolphins, you're hoping for your new acquisition, Bradley Chubb, can finally start paying off here. Because I've seen and hearing from like a couple of Dolphins fans, they're not too happy with the performance of Bradley Chubb so far. They spend a lot to get him over. They gave the Broncos a 1st rounder, and so far not exactly paying dividends, but maybe he can have a big game tonight. 3rd and 8, Allen and shotgun, Singletary to his right. You have Knox and Diggs up top. McKenzie and Gabe Davis down low. Snap is away. He's looking. Allen looking, going to throw it. Way just a little bit too high for Diggs. It's incomplete. And that's going to bring up 4th down. That's going to be a big stop there for Miami's defense. And Christian Wilkins, the D tackle for the Dolphins, is John at Josh Allen. Decent route there, but actually read really well by the Miami defender too. So Diggs had a good route. Well covered, though. A little bit high, a little bit over, just a little bit too high to bring in. I think maybe in perfect conditions, Diggs can maybe do like a one-handed catch, but in this weather, I don't think so. So it's 4th and 8. Buffalo are going to punt it away from their own 30. Miami take it at the 27, fair catch. So right now, just trading field position. That's Albert Wilson. Broncos need all the draft capital. I mean, yeah, they do. I mean, we all know, of course, Russell Wilson, that trade. And that trade is just working out so perfectly for Seattle. With how bad Denver have been, like Seattle could legitimately get like CJ Stroud or like the number, I think Houston are going to have the number 1 pick. And then they're probably going to take Bryce Young, we're kind of assuming right now, but things, of course, could change. But they could easily get the number 2 quarterback, develop him behind Geno for a year, and then bam, you unleash him. Randy says he loves draft day and Christmas. And for some people, it's one and the same. For some people, draft day is Christmas time. There we go. But the Niners are going to be very quiet for the first chunk of the draft, unless there's some kind of trade goes down. But we're not going to see the Niners on day 1, and we're not going to see the Niners on day 2 until the very end of day 2. Again, unless they make a move to move up in the draft. But I think the Niners, considering our track record of being able to draft well in the middle to late rounds, I would rather just go for quantity and just see if you can maybe find a couple of gems in the middle to late rounds. So that's what I would do. All right, 30 people in here. Thank you guys for spending your Saturday night with me. A lot of people coming back from the earlier stream. We're at 18 likes. 18 likes, rocking and rolling. Thank you very much. Try and hit 20. If we can hit 20, we'll be in good business right there. Appreciate everyone for being here. Robert says, as a Niners fan, knowing what Seattle could theoretically get to reload is crazy. You're right, man. And because, I mean, once the Russell Wilson trade went down, I think we were all like, well, Seattle, they're going to be garbage. And, oh, Denver, Russell Wilson, all the weapons, good defense. They're going to the playoffs, and it hasn't happened that way at all. And here's the thing, too. I think that Seattle could really tail off at the end of this year. Like these last 3 games, if they lose these last 3 games, obviously that's a bummer for them because they want to try and make it to the playoffs. But when you think about draft capital, I mean, that could be that's like they're going to get like a top 5 pick for the Denver pick and maybe a top, because if they don't make the playoffs, that'll be a top 18 pick. So looking good for Seattle moving forward. 1st and 10 for Miami, coming right up at their own 27-yard line. Miami had some success running the football earlier. They do have Raheem Mostert. 2 is going to be in the pistol. 2 receivers, Waddle and Hill out there. Hill's going to come in motion. Snap is away. They're going to hand it off to Raheem up the middle. Raheem's getting good yards. Good push. Pickup of about 9. Pickup of about 9 yards. Raheem Mostert in 1st down. Um, John Jay says, Shifty, I'm getting ready for quarterback scouting report. Good stuff, man. That's good, getting a head start on the draft process. Draft season it's really going to be kicking into gear once, especially once you hit like the playoffs and then you have like the first 18 picks of the draft figured out. It's going to be big time getting into draft season. 2nd and 1 for Miami at their own 36. Snap is away. That was maybe a false start. They hand it to Mostert, who I think is just shy of the first down. I think it's going to be 3rd and inches for Miami. And I think they really are. Stating the obvious, but they really want to keep their offense out there. Get some consistency for Tua. He's playing on the road for a 3rd straight week. Hasn't looked good, so they got to figure that out. Oh, shoot. Didn't think if they lose out fadeaway what that does to their draft position. I mean, if they don't make the playoffs, because 14 teams make the playoffs now, then the lowest or the highest pick, however you do it or say it, they'd have the 18th pick. 3rd and 1, they hand it to the fullback, Ingold, and he does get the first down. Man, there's a lot of motion going on here with Miami, but the motion seems as if, it's really tight. So Randy says, I did Venmo you tonight. Oh, thank you very much, man. I really appreciate the donation via Venmo. I'm going to check it out right now. Appreciate that. For the 544, man, that's super awesome of you. That's really kind of you. Thank you so much. I'm going to pop you up on the leaderboard up here. False start on the Dolphins after they pick up the first down. And when you're struggling on offense, the worst, a lot of things can go wrong, but like one of the worst, getting false starts, getting holding calls, you can't hurt yourself. Not good enough. So Randy 544, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate the donation there. And that was via Venmo, so thank you, man. That's so kind of you. I really can't thank you enough for that. Really appreciate it. And for everyone who supports in whichever way, it's greatly appreciated. 1st and 15, Tua fakes the handoff to Mostert, is just going to dump it down to Mostert. Mostert making guys miss. First down. Raheem Mostert, pickup of about 20 and just fakes the handoff. Mostert just kind of flares out. Tua hits him perfectly in stride. Mostert's got that crazy speed, makes the guy miss, ends up picking about 20 yards. Tua did a good job keeping his eyes down the middle of the field and then coming back. So you kind of hold the linebackers, you hold the safeties. Raheem just easily gets around a guy like Matt Milano, who a lot of people consider one of the better linebackers in the league. So 1st and 10, first completion of the night too for Tua. Under 8 minutes to go. Miami are on the move. They're at the Buffalo 47-yard line. Tua in shotgun, back to his left. He's going to fake the handoff, look in, throw in. And it's going to be looking for Albert Wilson. Didn't really have much on that. It was kind of a floater, so not great. Randy says, thanks for the quality live stream. You're very welcome. Can't always watch. Oh, I understand, man. I can't always stream, and we all have our own thing going on. So, I really just appreciate when people, use their time to come hang out here, and we're having a good time talking about football. We were talking a whole lot about music earlier today, which was awesome. But yeah, so there we go. It's a good time. Appreciate you all. John Jay, I'm a non-paid, unofficial quarterback scout. Well, hey man, I know you've been hitting on picks a lot of time. A quick throw, caught by Jalen Waddle. First down Miami up to the 33 of Buffalo. Good play because they brought crazy pressure after him. But I think, John Jay, I know you've been right you hit the nail on the head a bunch of times with your draft, with your pre-draft like notes and who you like and that kind of thing. So maybe teams should start listening to you, bud. I think they should start listening. And guys, again, 28 people in here. Check out 49ers Ultimate Report. 1st and 10 for the Dolphins. Tua's in shotgun. Empty backfield at the Buffalo 32. Snap is away. Tua's going to throw it over to Tyreek Hill. Pickup of about 5 yards. And, of course, Mike McDaniel comes from was with the 49ers for years before going to Miami, but you just see like all the plays I'm seeing from Miami. It's like, oh yeah, I'm seeing, there we go, Zach F. Welcome back. Yeah, there we go. The new emojis. But yeah, it's crazy just seeing how similarly the Dolphins offense is. The Waddle TD celebration, the waddling like a penguin. 2nd and 5 for Miami. Tua's behind center. Mostert in the backfield. 2 receivers, 2 tight ends. Snap is away. Fakes the handoff. Throwing it quick over to Tyreek. But that's really good coverage. And that's Tre'Davious White, one of the better cover corners in the league. He's coming back from injury. He's been back for a few games from injury, but he's awesome. There we go. SF fan says, yo, hi, how we doing, SF fan? You're very welcome, John J. Scorpion and Butthead. Imagine that in a street fight, too. I'm sure there's like a video game where you can do it. An interesting fact, I have a Scorpion and a Butthead tattoo as well. Turbo, how are we doing? Great to have you here, man. Thank you so much. 3rd and 5 for Miami at the Buffalo 27. Snap is away. 2 is looking to throw. Throws it. It's going to be caught by Hill. And he can't get enough for the first down. That's going to be 4th and inches. And I'm kind of curious, how confident are these kickers feeling? Because you can imagine how, like, the football, just how hard that is going to be to kick in these really cold weather. It's 4th and it says 4th and 1. I'd say easily 4th and like a couple of inches, man. Crazy. Mike McDaniel's getting ready to call his play, so they're keeping the offense out there. The clock is stopped. So I'm wondering if they're taking time to measure it. That's what they're doing. All right. Thank you, everyone, for being here again. Appreciate all of you for hanging out on this Saturday night. I'm curious about tomorrow. I think I might do one game tomorrow. And what I'm going to do at halftime is I'm going to put up a poll on the channel for what game to do tomorrow. The early game, because I live in the Bay Area, so the early game, the only option that's on TV is going to be the Chiefs and Texans. And I think that's going to be awful. There you go. Oh, I appreciate that, John J, man. Really appreciate that. And get that jog, get that exercise going, man. Do it up. All right. We have 40 people in here, guys. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. 4th and 1. The Miami offense is out there. 2 is behind center. This is typically in the area of a quarterback sneak. Nope, they're going to hand it off to Mostert, and it's going to be 1st down Miami. And Mostert is so good. Like, one of the things that I really miss about Raheem Mostert, obviously his speed, number one. But Mostert's always been a guy where he just falls forward all the time. He's always like picking up an extra 2 or 3 yards falling forward. We used to listen to the radio while jogging, us older guys. When you have like the Walkmans, like the little like tape players and stuff, and you'd have like the big funky headphones. 1st and 10, Miami. 5 minutes left in the quarter. This is a long drive at the Buffalo 20. I formation, man in motion. Hands it off to Mostert. Falls forward for a pickup of 4 that easily should have been stopped for maybe a 2-yard gain, but Mostert just keeps falling forward. Do you have Red Zone? I have NFL Network, and that's what this is on. And I think on NFL Network, during like the regular Sundays, they do Red Zone. Who do you want to win, says SF fan. Maybe Miami. I'll go Miami. So 2 is in shotgun. 2nd and 6. Man in motion. Whoo! Snap is away. Hands it off up the middle. And that's going to be a pickup of about 4 yards. And Zach F here dropping the 5 bomb here. 5 new members. Now I'm going to be honest with you. I don't really know how this works in terms of who gets it. So I'm not sure who gets those gifted memberships. Man, that's so freaking awesome of you. I'm not really 100. Okay, so we got Randy was gifted a membership. Here we go. And I think that you might have to have on your own channel, you might have to have gifted membership, the ability to be turned on. But we have Randy was gifted a membership. Zach F with the huge 5 bomb. We have SFN Smoke 82. Now they're coming through. Okay, but I think on your channel you can set it where you can receive gifted memberships. So oh man, Zach F, you are the freaking man. Smoke 82, great to see you. SFN's got the gifted membership. There we go. Randy's got a membership. SFN, Smoke 82. There should be a couple more to come through momentarily. Here comes its 4th down. Kick is up. It's going to be good. So Miami did not convert on 3rd down, and it's going to be 4th down, but they do pick up the field goal. So that is super awesome of you. There we go. Hell yeah. Thank you so much, Zach. You're the man. Nick's Noobs. Nick gets gifted a membership. Hell yeah. Yeah, I think in your settings you should be able to select where you can receive gifted memberships. 46 people in here. Hell yeah. Arpin says, who gets the ball after the half? It will be Buffalo who gets the ball after the half. There we go. Yeah, but if anyone wants, there should be one more. We're up to 10 members, by the way. There should be one more gifted sub ready to go out there. You just have to go to your own, I think it's in your own settings, and you can basically select to be allowed to receive gifted memberships. And we got the emojis in the chat. Here we go. I'm going to put it at 9 for... Oh, there we go. That's Nick's Noobs who got it. And then I wonder, yeah, like how would you super chat? Yeah, like how you would super chat, scroll down. Yeah, so I think it's just on by the actual chat box. There should be a little option that you can select where it says you can receive gifted memberships. You might have to be on computer though. I'm not sure. Yeah, shout out to Zach. Wow, that's awesome, man. Dropped in the 5-member bomb. We're going to do this in the top. There we go. Thank you guys for all the support. This is just like truly overwhelming. Sometimes Streamlabs is tricky. There we go. Yeah, if someone else wants something, there's someone else who can receive that last gifted membership from Zach. Just have to do it in your settings where you turn it on. You'll get that gifted membership. You can use all the emojis, get the little Shifty 49er talk emblem. So there we go. So now Miami's going to be kicking it off to Buffalo. There we go. We got 39 people in here. Just one more person has to go out there and be ready to accept that gifted membership. A Panthers Place. Man, this guy is the coolest dude ever. A Panthers Place does a $2 super chat, sending some more support here. Man, that's truly humbling, man. Truly freaking humbling. Check out A Panthers Place YouTube channel. This guy is rad. He does some super good Panthers content, some really funny videos. I think it would be fair to say that kind of inspired by the likes of Tom Grossi. But really, I liked a lot of his videos that he did on his channel. Really good stuff right there. We just need one more A Panthers Place. If you want to, you can get gifted the membership we got. I think it's maybe past now, but we did have memberships going. So 1st and 10 for Buffalo at their 25. They handed up the middle, going to be a pickup of 3 yards. Sorry that I am getting a little bit distracted. I just really appreciate it. Man, this is just overwhelming. So I can't really, this is just awesome. I'm trying to see live, if there's a way to see live how many members. I think we're at 9, but I will double check it as we go. So it's 2nd and 7. Josh Allen throwing it deep, wide open is Dawson Knox. Breaking tackles down to the Miami 30, inside the Miami 30. And that's just crazy. Inside the Miami 30. Huge pickup on 2nd down. Basically Buffalo goes from their own 30 all the way up to the Miami 30. And that's insane. And we have 18. Let me see. We have 23 likes. We have Christian McCaffrey likes, and I think that's very appropriate with a Panthers place just dropping that $2 super chat. Thank you so much, guys. Kicking ass here. So we have Josh Allen in shotgun, 1st and 10, going to dump it off to Singletary to his right. Good blocking ahead of him. It's 1st down yardage up to the 15-yard line. Yeah, incredibly generous, Zach, and that's just really, that's going so like above and beyond, man. I really can't say enough. As far as I know, it's just been maybe it will just automatically assign the last one, but thank you so much, man. That's just incredible support, and yeah, just really appreciate that, man. Here we go. 1st and 10. Josh Allen's rolling out to his right. He's going to throw it for the end zone. Caught! Wow, he hung on to that. Touchdown, Buffalo. That's going to be the tight end, Morris. And someone that you really don't see too often when you think about Quentin Morris, the tight end, someone who kind of gets forgotten about when it comes to when it comes to like the Buffalo weapons. But holy moly. Yeah, I think if someone else selects the option where they can receive gifted memberships, then it should be out there for somebody. Yeah, there is one more floating out there. Look at this. Huge throw right over Javon Holland, who's a damn good safety too. And that's going to be Buffalo 6. The extra point is coming up. Kick is up and it's good. So it's going to be 7-3 Buffalo. Buffalo coming up here, taking the lead over the Miami Dolphins. First quarter, there's a minute left in the first quarter. If you join, there we go. There we go, man. I'll have to check that out. About time. Jeez. Good stuff. Good freaking stuff. We're also up to 1233 subscribers. Thank you very much to the latest subscriber, to Shifty's 49ers Talk. Thanking you ever so kindly. I'm going to check that out, John Jay, for sure. Streaming this to my Man Cave TV. Never saw all your items in the background. You have very nice tastes in movies and music. Well, thank you very much, Nick Elsie. Really appreciate that. Randy says, go Buffalo. I kind of dislike the Dolphins after the smack talk from Mostert and Jeff Wilson Jr. Yeah, that was definitely a bit disappointing, but it's sports, and I'm sure they're just maybe trying to play those mind games that you do. A little smack talk never hurt anybody as far as I'm concerned. All righty, room. Yeah, if anyone, I think there's another membership out there. If anyone wants to turn it on. I need to donate from a computer. Think that's what I'm figuring out, says Robert. All right. So Buffalo responds, and pretty quickly at that too, to the Miami field goal. Miami had a really nice long sustained drive, got the 3 points to finish it off, but wow, the just Buffalo being able to strike so quickly, and that's what makes Buffalo so dangerous, is that they can just bam like that, all of a sudden they're in scoring position, bam, touchdown. So Josh Allen is just incredible. My thoughts on Curry. I'm guessing Steph Curry. Yeah, I heard he picked up an injury. He's going to be out for a few weeks. The Warriors definitely having a championship hangover, which is a bummer. But I think the Warriors will bounce back in the second half of the season. And if the Warriors get into the playoffs, they're going to be a tough out for anybody. ZJ says, how did the Bills score? It was maybe about a 15-yard touchdown pass from Josh Allen to the backup tight end, Quinton Morris. Threw it right over the hands of Javon Holland, and Quinton Morris reeled it in. Really nice catch at that, too. Yeah, on mobile, you can't gift memberships. On mobile, you can do Super Chat, Super Sticker, but you can't do the gifted memberships. But so I think that's just on computer and possibly tablet as well. Don't ask Tom Brady that because all he does is freaking break tablets. So you see Brady with the Microsoft Surface where he just... Yeah, the Dolphins were the second seed in the AFC. They're now the sixth seed after losing 2 in a row. Literally 5 minutes ago, I saw the Dolphins scored. Yeah, and then Buffalo it was like big pass, bam, score. Like just bam, that was that easy. 1st and 10 now. Christian gets it. There we go. Christian, did you sign up yourself? Welcome to the Jeff Garcia level. And Raheem Mostert breaking tackles, still going. Raheem's running down the sideline, can't be stopped, still going inside the 10-yard line of Buffalo. There are flags. There might be a face mask. Unbelievable. Christian Medina, the man himself. Welcome to the Jeff Garcia level. And Christian, if I could ask you, did you just sign up yourself or was that a gifted membership? Just for clarity. I really appreciate it, man. We are up to 10 members already. Holy moly. I'm going to put in Christian M. And we'll keep the member bomb. And we'll keep the donation right there. Yeah, there we go. Excellent. I want to see, look, we got all the emojis in the chat. Hell yeah. I just hope that there's no like copyright issues with them because some of them we'll see. All right, 1st and goal for Miami at the 4-yard line. Holy moly, Tua behind center, single back, hands it off to Mostert who gets maybe a yard. So it's going to be 2nd and goal from the 3. I finally got on the computer. Now, yeah, did you actually sign up or did you? Oh, he signed up. Excellent. Cool. There we go. So they're excellent. Christian, really happy that, especially Christian's been here since my first actual live stream and just signed up myself. Oh, you just signed up yourself. Oh, okay. Excellent. For a second there, I thought it was, the gifted one. There we go. Really appreciate that, Christian. Thank you so very, very much. And there will be, do you think there will be like a copyright thing? Because I've seen some channels and they have like some of the like emojis and stuff are definitely like proprietary, I would say. But I tried to like cover them a little bit, at least like zoom in on them, or I tried to like cover them a little bit with the words. But thank you again, Christian, so much. You get to use all the emojis. And then my goal here is to ultimately we can do members only streams, certain videos, members only. That would be awesome as well. Well, there we go. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, Christian's been here since the beginning. Thank you, everyone, for all the support. Truly, it's like really freaking humbling. So thank you, everybody, for all your huge support. I can't say that enough. So it's going to be 2nd and goal for the Miami Dolphins. We're in the 2nd quarter now, by the way. So let me update that. And here we go. It's going to be, I thought there's more commercials. So there we go. Never mind. There will be Shifty, but listen to him. I'm not a lawyer. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I might have to change them so like maybe more of the image is blocked. But yeah, I don't know. We shall see. The butt counts. So Buffalo scored a touchdown. Really, really nice. Shifty only if you're showing the game or music will you got a strike or stolen content. Yeah, I definitely am not showing the game ever, and no music, no nothing like that. So they might just be like, hey, maybe they might say like hey, you need to change your emoji or something like that because there is copyrighted images in there. So we'll find out. Anyways, but thank you for the tip on that, John Jay. Yeah, so Buffalo score a really nice touchdown. Josh Allen, and another 5 gifted members. Holy moly, by Robert. And I really hope that's okay. Next time. There might be an option if you actually see it. Is there an option for people where you can actually select? Because I can see it here in the chat on my phone. I mean, I don't want to receive a membership from my own thing, but that you may be able to allow gifts. If you guys see that, if you're on your phone, look into the chat and there should be an option where it says allow gifts. If you select that, then you should be able to get them. Robert coming in. Huge. And it's going to be 2nd and goal. Looking for Tyreek Hill in the end zone. It's incomplete. But yeah, some people, if you want to select that, there should be an option to allow gifts. There we go. Nick got one there, was gifted a membership by Robert. Nick, what did you do there? Drop that in the chat, and then everyone else we can get, because there's gifted memberships available. Get them now while they're hot. All right, 3rd and goal. Looks like there's snowballs being thrown onto the field, too. 2 is in shotgun. Snap is away. Looking, throwing it over the middle. Dropped by Trent Sherfield. Looking for Sherfield. It's going to be 4th and goal. Unreal. Yeah, we're going to want some people. There should be an option to receive the membership through phone, like you said. Yeah, so maybe if you guys on your phone if you're on your phone in the chat, right under where it says the gifted 5 memberships, select allow gifts, and then that will pop right up for you. So it's going to be a field goal coming up here for the Dolphins after having 1st and goal from the 3. Snap is away, kick is up, and it's good. So it's going to be 7-6. There we go. Sean got one as well. Good stuff, Sean. We have at least 3. Well, did you do 10? Holy magoli. Yeah, click on the gift and then turn it on. Yeah, there's all the... And then Zaged got one too. Follow the instructions there. Holy magoli. Incredible support. This is insane. Thank you so very much. Yeah, there we go. Hell yeah, let's get those emojis going. This is incredible. I'm going to try and keep up with where I think we're at 13 now. But thank you so much. And we're going to put that up here as well. We have members. We're going to do Robert. Member bomb. Excellent. Thank you so much. This is like truly overwhelming. Really appreciate all of you guys. But yeah, follow the instructions above and you can get those memberships, yo. Because there are definitely some floating out there. There might even be one from earlier when Zach did one too. So the butt counts. Yeah, anyone on your phone, just tap the allow gifts and then go for it. We have, there we go. We got James has got one too. Excellent. Victor Nunez, the 49ers are in. Bang, bang, Niner gang, Victor. GTO 69, never forget. Daryl Stingley. Victor and GTO, scroll on up to earlier in the chat and you'll see there's gifted memberships available. All right. So Miami gets within 1, but they've had to settle for 3. But yeah, just again, thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, guys, for all the support. This is just truly, like, it's freaking overwhelming. Holy moly. Let me get right, there we go. 57 people, guys. Hit the like button as well. We'll get a good crowd in here. We're in the second, just the beginning of the second quarter, so there's still a long way to go. A long freaking way to go. James, did you get one too? James Gossage, did you? I don't see your name with it, but if you scroll up, you can actually select allow gifts. So there we go. He got it. Excellent. He freaking got it. Kicking ass, man. Kicking ass. Thank you so much, Robert, for those gifts. Thank you for all the support. It's just incredible. Incredible support. And then I'm trying to figure out how to check that live. All right, 1st and 10 for Buffalo at their 25. Josh Allen dumps it off to Stephon Diggs, who's going to lose yards. Nice play there by the linebacker Roberts, just really making a nice play. Okay, here we go. We're at 15 members right now. So we are at 15 members. That's the accurate number. Josh Allen in shotgun, 2nd and 13, dumps it off to James Cook, who gets tackled. I think that he was down by contact, but that's a really nice tackle by the Miami DB. The guy gets gifted a membership too. There we go. I think everyone in here now. Well, we have 51 people in here, so guys, I think there's still one or two more gifted memberships available. Holy mogoly. This is just insanity right now. Yeah, I think, let me see. We're nearly all caught up there, but I think we might be up to 16 now. Holy smokes. All right, snap is away. 3rd and 12, and that's going to be false start. So that's going to be 3rd and 17 for Buffalo. What's up, Shifty and friends? Bryant, how are we doing? Love to see you here, man. Up to 16. Holy mogoly. Let's see. All right. Thank you so much, guys. We're going to get back to the action here. 3rd and 17. Buffalo's at their own 18-yard line. Back to his left. Snap is away. Josh Allen is looking. Time running out. Going to throw it across the middle. Wide open is Gabe Davis. Way too much time available. And that's going to be 1st down Buffalo up to their own 39-yard line. Pickup of about 20. Yeah, if anyone else wants to get one, scroll on up. You'll see where it says allow gifts under Roberts. Could reach new subscriber. Hey, you never know, man. You never know. I'm just so happy with how things have gone. Appreciate everyone for being here. Looking for a good game. Buffalo at their own 39, 1st and 10. Allen and shotguns looking. Has to roll out to his left. Gonna throw it away. Gonna be caught then by newly reacquired Cole Beasley. Zaged says Dolphins are going to lose. Dolphins just need to get the freaking ball into the end zone is what they need to do. That's what they need to do. All righty-roo. So, 2nd and 2. Josh Allen hands it up to James Cook, gets 1st down into Miami territory up to the 45. And once we get a stoppage in play, I'll try and update all of those memberships and what have you. We have, let's see, on the likes department, we're up to 31 likes. Thank you kindly, everybody. Zaged says, suck. You want them to win. So we'll see. 1st and 10 Buffalo at the Miami 44. Allen and shotgun back to his left. Snap is away. Gonna hand it off up the middle and gonna get decent yards on 1st down. Ends up falling forward. Gets about 4 yards up to the Miami 40. There we go. Thank you everyone for being here on this Saturday Night Football. Second and 6 for Miami, or for Buffalo at the Miami 40. Josh Allen shotgun back to his left. Fakes the handoff, going to throw it quickly. Looking for Stephon Diggs, and he manages to hold on. And wow, looked like he was going to drop it for a second, but the ball kind of popped up for a second, but Diggs able to reel it in and just doing a great job right there. Holy smokes. All right. So 1st and 10 Buffalo at the Miami 20. Josh Allen is going to keep it, makes a man miss, is going to pick up about 3 yards on the play, is able to avoid a big shot, was able to pick up about 3 yards on the play. Nick says, what games are you doing tomorrow? Hey, Beavis. I'm deciding between, because I don't think I'm going to do the Kansas City game. I'm not going to do. It's 10 minutes left in the half, by the way. 2nd and 7 for Buffalo. Snap is away. Josh Allen throws it wide open, Gabe Davis, and it's going to be a pickup of 6. So it's going to be 3rd and 1 in the red zone. I'm thinking of doing, it's either Cincinnati against Tampa Bay, which is a good one. We have New England and Las Vegas, or we have on Sunday Night Football, the Giants and the Washington Commanders. 3rd and 1 for Buffalo. They're all the way up to the Miami 11-yard line. Bye. 3rd and 1. Allen behind center. Snap is away. They do hand it off, and he's going to be met, but Singletary fights forward over the DB. The DB had him in the backfield, what would have been a loss of 1 or 2, but he just ends up like trucking through him, reaches for the 1st down and gets it, and there is less than 9 minutes left in the half. All right. We'll do a little update later on the numbers. We have analytics, 1234 subscribers. I'm going to update that in a second. It's 1st and goal for Buffalo, and that's going to be a timeout on the field. Thank you to the latest subscriber. Really appreciate that. 1234 subscribers. So the Bills call a timeout. There's 8:25 left in the half. It's going to be 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. You really feel like if you're Miami, like Miami so far have been, you can't trade field goals with touchdowns. Like you can't do it in any game, but especially on the road, tough opponent, division game. So you got to get a stop here. If you're Miami, you feel pretty. Look, if you got to stop here, if it's 10-6, you feel pretty good. The offense has been able to move the ball somewhat, but yeah, you can't be giving up 7 points every time. Can't be giving up 7 points. No bueno. Not going to do it. Not going to work. It's not going to work. 1st and goal now. 8:27 left in the half. Allen and shotgun back to his left. Dawson knocks down low. That might be the target right there. Snap is away. He's looking that way. Going to throw it for Knox. Is going to be just a throwaway. Not even close. The Dolphins were bringing pressure, though. I'm seeing like a lot of like, I don't know if it's like the fans like throwing snowballs or what, but holy moly. There's a lot of action going on there. What's that? Van Korkel for the Dolphins, number 43. What a great name. What a great name. Van Korkel coming through with the great name. We have, yeah, SF fan. There we go. Good stuff. So 2nd and goal. Allen's going to dump it off, and it's going to be touchdown Buffalo to the newly acquired Nyheim Hines. They acquired him from Indianapolis, who, as we all know, had a bad day today at the office. So right now, and just a really easy touchdown. Allen, and it's so... What you have to do is you have to just keep your eyes down the field, and that's what Allen does. He holds the linebackers and then just flips it over. Nyheim Hines is incredibly athletic, and just into the end zone, easy. Easy, easy, easy. So here comes the extra point, and it is touchdown Buffalo. Extra point coming up. This is big now. Snap is away, kick is, and it looked like it was maybe going to go wide for a second, but it is good. So Buffalo leads 14-6, and Miami just can't just be settling for field goals. You got to try and punch it in. But in fairness, if you're Miami, like, the defense has got to step up at some point because they've been kind of getting run over quite a bit. So Bills deserve a Super Bowl. Ooh, I mean, they after losing 4 in a row, I guess you can't really argue with that because. Yeah, I mean, that would just be rough. It's just rough, if you're a Buffalo Bill fan. I'm trying to think there is any way to do this. There's not. Okay. So Josh Allen will never win a ring. I mean, I don't know about that, man. I mean, it's not easy, of course, and not many players do that, but holy moly, I mean, it could happen. I think Josh Allen, I mean, he's got a great team around him, good coaching staff, a lot of good things happening right now for the Buffalo Bills. A bad day, you're being, yeah, it's a bad day if you're a Colts fan. It's like your coach is kind of a joke. It was super controversial. John Jay, thank you very much, man. Appreciate you. Take care. We shall see you later. Thank you for stopping by. And again, final thing, guys, check out 49ers Ultimate Reports channel. Give him a sub. Drop him a sub. Not this year, though, says Robert. Yeah. I mean, you never know, man. I think this is maybe because the Bills, you think about Josh Allen, I mean, and just the Bills in general. Like, they're going to be, it's me, the Bills and the Chiefs for like the next, at least 5-10 years. Who are just going to be battling it out. And then, of course, you have guys like the Bengals with Joe Burrow, and maybe the Chargers can stop doing Charger things and get Herbert, stay healthy and whatnot. I mean, I really did think the Chargers would be better this year. They've a lot of guys hurt, of course, like Joey Bosa, J.C. Jackson, but even before then, they just find ways to lose, and it's just one of those concerning things. Smoke 82, I can't believe Colts blew it. Me neither, man. Like, I can't believe they blew it as well. Just 33-0 at halftime. It's absolutely insane. Like, there's no way on earth that should ever freaking happen. Like, no chance. And I just can't get over I can't get over it. Poor Matt Ryan, bummer. I mean, Matt Ryan is just going to... Look, I'm sure all of his millions and millions of dollars will, he'll sleep just fine at night. But still, in the back of his head, he's like, he has the biggest loss through a comeback in NFL history, and also in Super Bowl. It's crazy. Bengals win the year. Yeah, you never know. But the NFC is not just going to roll over either. Eagles looking good, 49ers looking good, Cowboys looking good. So there's a lot to play for. You got the 36 right. Yes, you did, man. That was impressive considering you have 33 at halftime. I mean, you'd think that they'd at least put up maybe 10 more points, but yikes. 8:18 left in the half. Spy Nick Danger. Spy Nick, if you scroll way up on the chat, you might be able to get, or if you turn on gifted subs, you might be able to get a gifted subscription. Go Spy Nick, though. Thanks for hanging out, man. It's a good time. Bet you he becomes Niners backup next year. Probably. I don't know. Maybe. Nah. With the amount of money, I think he's just owed so much money that it's just never going to happen with Matt Ryan. Maybe, I don't know if the Colts can just eat the contract and be like, we're moving on. But yeah, I don't know. It was a really bad move. I didn't like the move kind of from the get-go. Game delay due to fans throwing snowballs onto the field. That's what I thought it was. Look, and you have these fans who have like snowballs just ready to go. And it's like, the game is delayed. Because, and I thought that it was like, I'm not seeing much snow coming down, but I'm seeing like a lot of like really thick snowball, and it's just like, it is snowballs. Like, fans were throwing snowballs, so the game's delayed. And so there's 8:18 left. The Buffalo Bills just scored a touchdown, and action's not going to get back here until I guess the fans kind of start settling down. How much snow is there? There's no snow on the field. The only snow on the field right now is just from the fans because it was snowing heavily earlier. So I'm guessing on the sidelines and in the seats, the fans just kind of got and just were throwing it down. Matt Ryan's mom still thinks he's a good quarterback. That's true. That's true. Snowballs are pretty cool, I guess. Yeah, they kind of are. They are pretty cool. 8:18 left in the half, and it's going to be touchback. So the Dolphins, and there's a Bills fan who's like shirtless, and I'm like, dude, you are going to end up in the hospital tonight, man. What are you doing? What are you doing? Crazy talk, man. Crazy. Shouldn't be doing that, dude. Your mother should be like, hey, get back in here. Put on some clothes, man. Kick those people out there messing up the game. I mean, there's so many people, and you don't even know where it's coming from. Snap is away. They hand it to Raheem Mostert. Raheem's breaking tackles, but gets tripped up and gets a pickup of 5. It really looked like Mostert could have broken one there for a massive gain, but the Bill defender just did enough to bring him down. It was Tre'Davious White just does enough, yeah. Bills Mafia, says the guy. I know, I think the dude's going to get hypothermia. Seriously, it's like, yikes, but there we go. So 2nd and 5, Tua's in shotgun, Mostert to his right, Sherfield in motion. Almost feel like I'm calling a 49er game from last year. Tua's going to throw it, looking for Tyreek Hill, and the Dolphins really want to flag. They're not going to get it. And who was that on the coverage? Number 24. That wasn't Kaiir Elam, was it? It was Kaiir Elam. So I'm not a lawyer. I think in these situations, snowballs become projectiles and some higher charges for the Mafia. Yeah, I believe it. I believe it. And that is Kaiir Elam. So the Buffalo Bills defense is getting really healthy at the right time. Kaiir Elam is one of my favorite rookie cornerbacks. Probably my favorite one, actually, after Sauce. But 3rd and 5, snap his way. Tua's looking to throw. He's got time. Gonna launch it deep. Caught by Jalen Waddle. Up to the Buffalo 35. There you go. There you go. Nice throw. Tua just gave a little bit underthrown, if we're being honest. And with Waddle's speed, you'd like to think he probably could have taken it to the house. But still good play up to the Buffalo 35, and that's a first down. Miami Dolphins. There you go. 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 A diddle 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 did it. A did 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 did. All righty, 1st and 10 for Miami at the Buffalo 37. They're calling a 2 in shotgun, making guys miss in the pocket, throwing it deep, almost intercepted by Tre'Davious White. dangerous throw. The Dolphin receiver wasn't even, it's like he wasn't even looking for it. Not really sure what happened there. Like Tua's looking downfield, throws it, and Waddle just kind of doesn't even make an effort for it, and that's kind of embarrassing. 27, it's nothing. It's 27 there. I guess that's not too bad. Yeah, 11. Colorado is pretty. I lived in Denver for 6 months, and yeah, it gets really cold there. Second and 10, snap is away. The play clock is winding down. They throw it, get it off, and they pass it to Gesicki. Gesicki trying to make Poyer miss, but Jordan Poyer is a damn good safety. Came down, made the tackle. Pickup of 5 on the play, so it's going to be 3rd and 5. They are in field goal range again, but you really have to start thinking like, hey, you really have to start getting touchdowns here because you're not going to keep up with Buffalo if you just keep settling for 3 and for 3 and for 3, just. All right. Just crazy. So, 3rd and 5 for Miami, and they're going to call a timeout. Play clock winding down. They were not ready to go. So, Miami, that's going to be, is that their first timeout? It looks like their first timeout of the game. There's exactly 6 minutes left in the half. And you feel like this game could start getting away from Miami if they really, they got to pick up this first down. Control the ball. Would you rather live in Green Bay or Boston? Well, I've never been to Green Bay, but I've been to Boston, so I would say Boston. I know that the weather sucks in both of the places this time of year, but I would say Boston because I have a couple of friends there, and I've been there, and I kind of know it, whereas Green Bay, I don't know what it's all about. What did I think about living in Denver? I really liked it. Denver is one of the nicest cities that I've been in. Really, really clean. Just really friendly people, and really enjoyed my time there. I would absolutely move back to Denver at some point. 3rd and 5. Tua's in shotgun. Snap is away. Looking to throw under pressure. Does get it to Tyreek Hill, and just enough for the first down. Pickup of 6. Tyreek Hill, and he's just so hard to stop. 11 is nothing. It's 5 here, and it feels like in Minnesota. Holy moly. Yikes. Nice throw there by Tua. A little bit behind Tyreek, and honestly, for Tremaine Edmonds to keep up with Hill, that's not easy. I mean, Tremaine Edmonds is a great athlete at linebacker, but Tua only 7 of 15 on the day. 1st and 10, Tua's in shotgun. Mostert to his left. 2 receivers down low. Hill's going to motion back up top. Snap is away. Does just hand it off to Raheem, and Raheem gets tripped up and gets about 2 yards. That's Milano. That is Milano on the tackle. Yeah, freezing, absolutely freezing. And what's the wind chill and everything? The coldest I had seen it when I was in Denver was -13. -13. So cold in the U.S., and especially where these guys are, anywhere north. So it's 2nd and 8 for Miami. 4.5 minutes to go at the Buffalo 25. Play clock winding down. Snap it just away. They hand it off to Raheem again, and Raheem's going to get stopped for a loss of 1. And that's going to be 3rd and 9. It's going to be less than 4 minutes to go. 1, 2, 3, 4 subscribers. Love to see it. Love to freaking see it. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Would you rather live in North Russia or North Canada? I'm going to go Canada. 3rd and 9. Tua's in shotgun. Empty backfield. Less than 4 minutes. Play clock winding down. Wilson in motion. Snap is away. Tua's got time. It's running out. Throws it, and it's going to be hauled in. That's Tyreek Hill, and Kaiir Elam's on the coverage. Really close, tight coverage, but Tyreek Hill able to bring it in, and that's a first down Miami. 3.5 minutes left in the half. And where did he get tackled at? Right around maybe the 12-yard line. The guy says, when I was stationed in Korea, it was -20 in the DMZ, the demilitarized zone. -20. Whew. But there you go, Miami, picking up a big first down. About 3 minutes in the half, Tua behind center, I formation. Hill in motion, snap is away. They do hand it off up the middle, and he's breaking tackles. It's going to be touchdown, Miami. That is Salvon Ahmed with the touchdown. Salvon Ahmed, touchdown, Miami. Right up the gut. Right up the freaking gut. Touchdown. D-Life Zone. There you go. Yeah. We'll see. Do Miami go for 2 here? I'm kind of the opinion that it's a little bit early going for 2. Because you never know where, if you go for 2 and don't get it, you never know how big that, yep, they're going to take the extra point here. Snap is away low. Snap hold is good, though, and it's going to be a good extra point. So it's 13-14, very close game. There is 3 minutes left, and if you are Buffalo actually has a chance to do something special here because 3 minutes left. They have 2 timeouts. If you can score before halftime, Buffalo gets the ball after halftime, so that could be massive right there. Yeah, you don't need the tie yet, I think, and you never know how important that 1 point could be. Later in the game. So I think that's the wise decision. I agree with that. I agree with you, Mike McDaniel. Live in Egypt or Nigeria? I would say Egypt because I love history. So I would say Egypt would be my guess. I'm going to go Egypt. All right. Well, I know what I'm getting. I'm getting another beer. All right. Why kick the field goal extra point? I think it's too early. It's still really early you don't have to tie it up right now. And let's say if you go for 2 and don't get it, you never know how important. Like, how many times can you look back in games and be like, oh, if they'd only just kicked the extra point, then we would have had a chance, or we would only have to get a field goal, but now we have to get a touchdown. So I think right now, whoa, this beer's gone crazy. No, this isn't Busch beer. This is going to be a local beer, Trumer Pilsner. Let's see how my pour is. I didn't realize it was pretty shaken up. Not bad, not bad. Not bad. Depends on the situation. Yeah, that's a good point. Is Jimmy G better than Tua? Ho, that's a freaking good question. Wow, that's a tough one. That is a tough one. Oh, that's what depends on the situation? Are you saying to... I guess I would maybe lean towards Jimmy, but honestly, if you look at Tua's stats, and I know stats doesn't tell the whole story, but Tua's stats this year, Jimmy has never come close to that. So I might go. It's tough, and Tua has the mobility, but I don't know. I like Jimmy's ability; just he can get the ball out so quickly, but. Tough call. That's a good question. That's a really good question. Pour that right down middle release. That's CO2. There we go. I need the Buffalo Bill return man. Just stumbles over his own foot. That's Nyheim Hines. Came over. Luckily, imagine if you're Nyheim Hines. You go from the Indianapolis Colts, an absolute mess right now, over to the Buffalo Bills, who are like a top 3 team in the NFL. You got to feel pretty damn good. Lose to Houston or Chicago? Well, the 49ers lost to Chicago. And so, yeah. First and 10, Buffalo at their own 18. 2:55 left in the half. Allen in shotgun. Snap is away. Looking. Just going to dump it off to Singletary, but doesn't even come close. And if he did catch it, he would have gotten blown up by that Miami DB who was flying in. So it's going to be 2nd and 10. That stops the clock. So, I mean, Miami, it's still only 2nd down, so you can't start getting too ahead of yourself here. But if you make a couple of plays here, you might be able to get the ball back yourself. Jimmy is nothing more than a game manager so far in his career. I agree with that, Smoke. 2nd and 10. Now, Josh Allen's going to run for it, and he's going to get very close to the first down. They're actually saying that he was short because it's kind of where you give yourself up. But there we go. 10 and 19. Oh, that's in the stats for. I mean, when I mean his stats, I mean the stats on the season. Season stats is what I mean. Sorry, not. I mean today, of course, Jimmy's had better games, but for the season, Tua stats are better. We didn't lose to Chicago. The 49ers. I'm talking about the 49ers. The 49ers did. We lost to Chicago. Week 1. 3rd and 1 for the Bills, and they're going to have to waste a timeout now. I don't know. The officials there were just hanging on, and they weren't moving, and Josh Allen's kind of pissed off about the whole situation. Da Bears. So defeat Philadelphia or Dallas with Purdy? I'm going to say defeat Philadelphia. And here's why. Exactly as again, you want to beat both, but if I can only choose one, I'm saying beat Philadelphia, because if we beat Philadelphia, that means we are into the Super Bowl. There's no situation that we would not be in the Super Bowl by beating Philadelphia. That Bears game was literally a sloppy mess with the weather. Yeah, it was a disaster of a game, but we did lose, and both teams have to play in the weather. 3rd and 1 Buffalo. Josh Allen behind center, maybe doing the quarterback sneak here. Dawson Knox in motion. They're going to do quarterback sneak, and he does get enough. Dawson Knox just helps push him forward, and I don't know, is that totally legal that you can do that? It is the 2-minute warning. First down Buffalo, but I mean, every team does it, so I guess it's kind of only fair, isn't it? I guess it is only fair, and that's what counts, right? Let's do a little update. Trying to see. We do have 16 members that I can see, so that I am correct in that. Could the Bills blow out the Cowboys? Yes, you can push from behind, not pull. That's a good point. I think that it used to be a rule that you couldn't just push from behind. But Dick Butkus. Hell no. Could the Bills blow out the Cowboys? I mean, anything can happen, as we saw. We just saw a team down 33-0 at halftime come back and win. So, holy magoli. I think the Bills are a good team, though. I mean, I think the Bills are a good team. There's no doubt about that in my mind. They're one of the best teams. They can just play good defense, play really good offense. They can put up points in a hurry. Not an easy team to play against. Not an easy team to play against. So you got to give Bills their credit. Credit where it's due. Yeah, thank you guys for all the support in tonight's stream and in the stream earlier today. We've had just a fantastic day here on the channel. Really appreciate everything that you guys have done. Can't say that enough. All the likes, all the subscriptions, all the memberships, all the super chats. It's truly humbling. We're at 36 likes, by the way. We are at Merton Hanks likes. He would do the chicken dance, Merton Hanks. And so really appreciate everything. Appreciate everyone being here. Why is Kirk Cousins ridiculously underrated? I think Kirk Cousins is... I don't know if he's underrated. I think he's kind of rated. I think he's a good quarterback. He's not top 5. He's not, You could argue, borderline top 10 guy, but kind of tends to, fade, tends to, shrink in the biggest moments. We've seen him do really badly in the playoffs, in primetime games. So Bills or Bengals, who's better? I think the Bills are a little bit better. I do like the Bills defense a little bit more. But it's close. I think that the Bengals actually have maybe a slightly better offense, even if the numbers don't reflect it. But I do think that the Bills defense is notably better than the Bengals. And I think the Bengals are going to miss Trey Hendrickson. I think he's out. 2 minutes left. Buffalo's at their own 30. 1st and 10. Quick throw to Diggs. And Diggs is going to break a tackle. It's first down. Picks up about 14, maybe 15 yards on the play, up to the 45-yard line. Clock is moving. Buffalo has 1 timeout. Don't forget Henderson. Yeah. 1st and 10 for Buffalo at their own 44. Snap is away. Allen looking, getting pressured, throws it. Going to be caught by Knox. Going to pick up 9 yards on the play. Gets out of bounds. They are into Miami territory. The push has been legal since 2005 in the NFL. Not that long ago. Yeah, I knew that there was some rule where you maybe weren't allowed to just directly. You had to kind of try and basically be pushing a defender back too, or you had to make the effort at least. 2nd and 1 for Buffalo. Wide open Dawson Knox, and it just goes through his hands. Man, Josh Allen throws it wide open Knox and somehow doesn't come up with it. Let's see the replay here. Literally between his hands. Unbelievable. Unreal. Cousins usually does have very good numbers, though. But as I said, numbers don't always tell the whole story. 3rd and 1, and it's going to be a timeout Miami, it looks like. Interesting. Maybe they just weren't ready for it. Don't forget, yeah, there we go. They got the regular season awards. They got to change rule, the push rule. Which would be a better place for Jimmy G next year if he leaves San Francisco? New Orleans Saints or Atlanta Falcons? I would actually say the best place for him would probably be, depending on what they do with their guys, I think the Jets would be a really good place for him. Simply because with the Jets, Zach Wilson, who knows what's going to happen there. Mike White is looking decent, but I think with the Jets is they need a guy like Garoppolo who can maybe play 10, 15 games, be that stabilizing veteran player who's going to have some good games, maybe some not great games, but you hope your defense can hold him up. So maybe the Jets, I would think, would be a decent spot for him. 3rd and 1, Allen in shotgun. He's going to hand it off to Singletary. Gets first down yardage, pickup of 1 on the play. So it's a first down for Buffalo up to the Jets 45. The curse will be impossible to remove. Don't say that. But I would say in between those two options, I don't know. I have to think about that. Allen and shotgun, throwing it. It's going to be, looking for Dawson Knox. Tried to reel it in, but the ball just gets knocked out. Great play by the Miami DB right there. That's Bethel who just knocks it out. Dawson Knox never actually really had the ball, so Knox is struggling a little bit lately. The Saints are literally running into walls looking for a quarterback. Yeah, I mean, I could see the Saints going for a guy like Garoppolo, but they need to get Michael Thomas back. Or they have a good rookie receiver in Olave. If they get Michael Thomas back, watch out because they have Kamara too. 2nd and 10 for Buffalo. Allen's looking to throw. Going to dump it over the middle to Singletary. Singletary's going to pick up about 6, maybe 7 yards. They're in field goal range. There's 49 seconds left. And I think it's Buffalo now using their last time out. At the Jets 45. Whoops, my bad. At the Dolphins 45. At the Dolphins. Maybe. I was thinking about the Jets when answering the question of where Garoppolo could go. My bad. So. A team B with a great line will make Jimmy G look good. Yeah, I mean any team with the good offensive line, of course, helps out the quarterback significantly, helps out the running game, which then helps out the quarterback. So I sometimes question when I see teams rebuilding and they don't really put much of an emphasis on the offensive line, and then they wonder why their young quarterback looks jumpy in the backfield. And it's like, there we go. Jets have good wide receivers. Yes, they do. Garrett Wilson looking really good. I think Elijah Moore should be a good player. I liked him a lot coming out of Ole Miss. Corey Davis is solid. And then I like Braxton Berrios, one of those just smaller, shifty receivers. So there we go. There we go. Robbie Gould, number 1. He missed that field goal late against the Seahawks. I wasn't too impressed with that. But Robbie Gould is the man. He's been so clutch in the playoffs. Making that field goal against the Packers to beat the Packers last playoffs was just beautiful. I don't know if Robbie Gould, has he missed a field goal in the playoffs either? Eagles are good, man. Yeah, they did a really great job of clearing the field ahead of this game in Buffalo. But there was so much snow in the seats that, the fans were just bound to make snowballs and, I'm sure they've been partying out there, tailgating, maybe having a little whiskey or something like that, trying to stay warm out there. And, so there we go. We are killing it today. So who is that? Tua going to the locker room? 37 likes. By the way, thank you everyone for all the likes. Josh Allen, 3rd and 4, getting flushed out of the pocket, going to throw on the run. It's going to be caught. And that is going to be McKenzie. It's going to be first down up to the Miami 20. If Aaron Jones didn't juke inside, I bet we would have lost that playoff game. Possibly because it result. Yeah, you never know. You never know. So 1st and 10, Buffalo. Allen breaks the tackle, throwing for the end zone. That's going to be flags. And that's going to be flags against Miami. That should be pass interference, which will give Buffalo 1st and goal at the 1. It's holding, so it's not going to be pass interference. So it's a 5-yard penalty. So luckily they got away with one, because if that was pass interference, that would have been 1st and goal at the 1. It's going to be 1st and goal at the 20. Your real name is Rob. Oh, my real name is Kalen. My real name is Kalen. Carmen Penza. Yeah, thank you. It was holding. Yeah, you're right. Holding. So it's a 5-yard penalty, still first down, Buffalo. So they're at the Dolphins' 14-yard line. Allen and shotgun, empty backfield. They do still have a timeout. 2 receivers up top, 3 down low. And then, that's going to be offside. That's a free play for Buffalo. Looking for Diggs in the corner of the end zone, incomplete. But there was a Dolphin player who I think went into the neutral zone. So that's going to be another 5 yards. Another 5 yards for Miami. They're just giving them free yards. So it's Javon Holland who's actually headed to the locker room. Helmet off. And not sure what they're saying about Javon Holland, but you got to hold him out. You're right, Carmen. If you hold Buffalo to 3 here, I think if you're Miami, 17-13, all to play for in the second half. So it's 1st and 5 now for Buffalo. 17 seconds left. They do have a timeout. So Allen is shotgun, empty backfield. Snap is away. Throwing for the end zone. It's going to be incomplete. Looking for James Cook, the rookie running back, I believe out of Georgia. But that would have been a tough catch to bring in. And hard to ask a running back to do that. Unless that running back, of course, is Christian McCaffrey. $12.34 subscribers. Thank you so much, everyone, for all the support here tonight. That was a lot of contact with Stephon Diggs. And they didn't call any flag on it. 2nd and 5 for Buffalo at the Miami 9. Snap is away. Allen's looking to throw, looking for the end zone. It's going to be incomplete. And then Gabe Davis yells at the officials, and then they give him the flag. I guess that's what you got to do, right, fellas? You just got to yell at the officials and be like, oh, give me a flag, please. Unreal. Unreal. Outrageous. That coverage on Diggs, right? Very physical. So that is going to be pass interference. That's going to be first or defensive holding again. Wow. Kind of surprised they're not calling pass interference. So that will be 1st and goal from the 5-ish. Christian McCaffrey on the Panthers always gets hurt. He had some good years, 2019. Look at McCaffrey. He was kind of injured last year and the year before in Carolina, but his first 2 or 3 years, he was really healthy and really good. 1st and goal from the just inside the 5-yard line. And I think Miami here are going to take a timeout, wanting to see what Buffalo they are. Miami takes a timeout, wanting to see what kind of formation the Buffalo will come out in. Because if you're Buffalo, you basically have one shot here for the end zone. Otherwise, there's maybe 4 seconds left. You got to kick the field goal. Or else you'd have to kick the field goal. Whoops. Again, thank you so much, everyone, for all the support tonight. Super amazing of all of you. The coverage on Diggs, he's not huge. McCaffrey and Shanahan's go way back. Yeah, Ed McCaffrey played on the 49ers when Mike Shanahan was the offensive coordinator. Then they were in Denver together too. We need an Allen high hurdle TD. Go for it. Go for it. Let's see. 1st and goal from they really have one play to go for it. 1st and goal inside the 5. It's going to be empty backfield now. Allen's going to look up top, looking for Gabe Davis in the back of the end zone, trying to direct traffic. Going to run out of time here. Throws it. Touchdown, Buffalo. James Cook in the end zone. And wow, are they lucky that he caught that. Otherwise, they would have run out of time. But that's going to be touchdown, Buffalo. Yeah, if Mahomes was on the Niners, it'd be... And we could have drafted him. We could have drafted Mahomes, but instead we took Solomon Thomas. Yeah, Bradley Chubb is just invisible ever since he's got to Miami. But Allen eventually directing traffic. James Cook as a rookie, that's big to be able to come back to the quarterback, give him a target, hauls in the catch, takes a shot from the linebacker, Jerome Baker, and holds on. Touchdown. Buffalo looking to add an extra point here. Kick is going to be good. Wow. That was looking like it was going to go wide right, which Buffalo is all too familiar with. So this is going to take us, we are at halftime, and Buffalo is going to get the ball to start the second half. So it's a good game so far. Glad it's a one-possession game. Of course, Miami need a touchdown, 2-point conversion. They're going into halftime. Buffalo gets the ball back to start the second half. So, Carmen, I'm guessing, obviously, you are a Dolphins fan. Yeah, that trade is not looking great in hindsight, but it's still very early days, and it's coming into maybe potentially like a new scheme and what have you. But you gave Chubb that huge contract, and he's really not living up to it. The reason why you traded for him, you gave up a first-round pick, is because you want him opposite Jalen Phillips, being able to get after opposing quarterbacks. Not doing it. Thought we were going to get to watch the game, not listen to some random guy, says Den Jones. Well, there's a great way you can watch the game. It's going to be on NFL Network. It's going to be on NFL Network. And then you'll see in the title, I put play-by-play reactions. But yes, I can't show the game or else the channel gets shut down straight away. The NFL will not allow that. The NFL would not allow that. No way, no how. Nick Elsie says, should you get a Debo or show the game? No, I can't show the game. Can't show the game. You'll notice if you are checking out live streams that no one's showing the actual game. Should I get a Debo or Bosa jersey? And that I can't use the Nifty. You can't use it? You should be able to, Christian. So, so what you do, Christian, so when you go to type, just when you tap on where it says chat publicly or whatever, there's a little smiley face just to the left. And then you'll see the emojis will pop up. So if you're on your phone where it probably says chat publicly as Christian, to the little left of that, there's a little smiley face. Hit that, and then you can use it. Didn't I just say the channel would get shut down? Hit the smiley face. Exactly right. Not the keyboard smiley face, but the smiley face just to the left of where you would actually, where the words would pop up. So, all right. Yeah, when it comes to a Debo or Bosa jersey, that's an interesting one because at least when it comes, because I would say typically I would maybe say Bosa, but when it comes to Debo, we know for sure has been locked up for on a 3-year extension, so we know for sure Debo's going to be with the team at least for another 3 years after this one. Bosa, while I would be absolutely stunned if the 49ers in any way, shape, or form let Bosa go, which it's not going to happen. There you go, Christian. There you go. You never know what could happen. So at least if you're wanting a jersey right now, Debo I would go with just because he's going to be here at least for 3 years. So the butt counts. Who is the best wide receiver? So Carmen says, dude, at least you read the chat. These other guys just want likes and money. Yeah, I think it's always I always like to interact with the chat, just because that's the main reason. That's the reason why I do this, because otherwise I'd just be sitting here watching the game by myself. So who's the best wide receiver now? Yeah, that's a good question. Randy's saying Justin Jefferson. He could be right. Trying to think. I guess you'd probably have to go Justin Jefferson. I'd have to think about that as well. That's a good question. Yeah, I think Justin Jefferson probably. Who else could there be? I mean, Stephon Diggs, of course, is very, very good. Yeah, I'll go Justin Jefferson. Sure, why not? He's just so hard to cover. He can do everything, and he can just make amazing catches, good after the catch, great route runner, plays with confidence, plays with swag. I think Tyreek Hill is really good too. Of course, you have to put Tyreek up there. Just so hard to cover. He can just do so much. So let's see. Christian, no YouTuber can show NFL games or highlights without NFL rights. That is correct. Get shut down immediately. Yes, would Justin Jefferson be unstoppable with either Mahomes or Allen throwing the ball? I think he'd probably be. It would be very tough to, it'd be very tough to stop and slow down Justin Jefferson simply because, even now with Kirk Cousins, he's incredibly difficult to stop, and be with not with any quarterback, with a lot of any top 10 quarterback. I think Justin Jefferson's putting up phenomenal numbers, but would be nearly unstoppable, I'd say. Tyreek could share it. Do we forget how to throw screens? Says Carmen about the Miami Dolphins. Carmen says, I have season tickets for Miami, watching the game in Argentina. Ooh, you must be excited then for, what time is it in Argentina now? But tomorrow, World Cup final, France against Argentina. I'm sure Argentina's getting really crazy, getting ready for that. Nick says, who has a better defense, 85 Bears or the 49ers now? I think you'd still have to go with the Bears. That Bears defense won them a Super Bowl. So, but if the Niners defense takes them to that spot, then hey, I think you could be within a shout. So, Now, who is the best corner in the league? Oof. If I could choose any one corner to have, I think it would really depend on what scheme I'm running. If it's going to be like man coverage or if it's going to be more zone heavy. That would be the determining factor right there. But yeah, I would say the 85 Bears for now. You kind of have to go with that one because the Niners have had like the defense, and I'm sure the 85 Bears maybe had a couple of defensive games that weren't phenomenal, but the Niners defense had also kind of struggled in a number of games, especially that game against Atlanta when the Atlanta Falcons are not a good team. Good call on that. I didn't pay attention to the best corner. Sauce is very good. I don't know if he'd be the best though. I'm trying to think. It's actually a lot harder when you're on the spot somewhat to think about some of these things. Let me see. Let's take a look at the NFL rosters. I think Charvarius Ward is pretty up there. I mean, you have guys like Marshawn Lattimore, Darius Slay. I don't rate Trevon Diggs that highly. Gets interceptions, but gets beat a lot. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, Sauce Gardner would probably kind of be up there. He's really getting that reputation. Patrick Surtain with the Broncos is pretty damn good too. Ashton, how are you? What's up? We are at halftime here, Miami and Buffalo. Whew. 21-13. Buffalo gets the ball to start the second half. That kid that is getting wasted in Denver. Christian, you're right. That's Patrick Surtain. Trayvon gets burnt. Yeah, I know he was. Yep, there we go. Exactly right. I'm going to go watch Tom Grossi for a bit. Yeah, absolutely. Go hit up Mr. Grossi. I think he's doing a fundraising stream. So always good. I can't remember what the cause is for, but I think Grossi's doing a fundraising stream. So good luck to him with all of that. The guy in the Seahawks, Tariq Woolen, rookie as well. Really, really good. Pretty good. Been hanging out with my cousin that came down from South Carolina. Is that South Carolina or Southern California? The Grossi Posse. In Minnesota, thank you very much. There we go. Yeah, Patrick Surtain as well. He's looking pretty damn good in Denver. Yeah, I think Mooney Ward's pretty damn good too. Tariq Woolen having a great year. Darius Slay, of course, has to be up there. Arpin, let us know if he raids us. Yeah, we'd know real quick if Grossi comes in with one of those raids straight away. It's like Grossi Posse, Grossi Posse, Grossi Posse. It's for animals. Yeah, great cause. Great cause. It's for preventing animal cruelty. Sounds about right. Yes, that's him. Surtain is a monster. Stuck on a really bad team, so he gets no love. Yeah. Yes. That is spot on. Sometimes that can happen, and that happens with a lot of different players, different positions. That it's quite rare for a player on a bad team to really get the recognition they deserve. One guy who did get the recognition he deserved, South Carolina, sorry. One guy who did get the recognition that he did deserve was, if you remember, Joe Thomas, the left tackle for the Browns. The Browns were, I think maybe outside of 1 year, they were awful his whole career there, but he would always get into the Pro Bowl because he was just that good. Love animals more than people. Sorry, humans. Sorry. Surtain got burnt by Adams. I mean, Devontae Adams, and he's another guy who'd be up there with best receivers, but Devontae does that to a lot of people. So, no, we should raid Grossi. Yeah. Grossi would probably, maybe notice, but hey, we got 42 people in here, so you never know. We could notice. James Bradbury, yeah, he's kind of tailed off. Carmen says, what do you think about Mike McDaniel's approach to coaching? I do like that he's a player's coach, but I am beginning to think he wants to be liked too much by his players. It's a good question. I like Mike McDaniel as a coach. I think he's a good coach, calls really good offense. I think that it's good that you can, and you saw it on display before, that he's willing to accept responsibilities. Let's say if it's a call that doesn't go well, if he believes that it was his fault, he's willing to accept responsibility for. Like there was that You could see the video where he basically said, like, I messed up. But I do think that he also needs to be the guy who can get on it. If his players aren't performing, he's got to get on them and be like, hey, you guys got to step up and, let's get it together. Let's get it going. So there's a lot of, I think it's his first year as a head coach. His entire career, he's been an assistant coach. So he's learning it like anybody. When we all get a new job and it's something that's different, it takes time to get used to it and to kind of get to a point where you find who you are as that person. So I think it's going to, Kyle Shanahan, his first 2 years as head coach, he made some really bad decisions, but Kyle Shanahan, his first 2 years as a head coach, his record was awful. So you got to give him time. You kind of want to be like, because when I was young, coaches were major a-holes and we hated them. He'll notice if we start placing these awesome emojis all over his chat. He'll be like, what the hell? I don't know if you can use other people's emojis in his chat, though. But I love the idea. Love the idea. Pizza, pizza. So the third quarter is about to start here in Buffalo. Buffalo does get the ball to start the second half. Brian, I got my pizza in the oven. Still upset with the Colts. Yeah, just crazy. I'm excited. Dion's here at Boulder. Going to put CU on the map again. Yeah, the Colorado, it's the Buffaloes, right? Isn't it? They're called the Buffaloes, I think. Actually, I was at their campus in Boulder. Boulder's a great town, great college town. But I was at their campus, yeah, and it's really nice. I believe it's they're the Buffaloes. Is Shanahan a good coach? Yes, he is. I think Shanahan is a great coach. I think he's actually really underrated. I think it's funny because when the Niners lost to Atlanta and then lost to Kansas City, a lot of Niner fans were actually being like, "Oh, we got to get rid of Shanahan," and I'm like, "No, we don't. That's not a good idea." But now we've won 7 games in a row. And if you look at 2019, Super Bowl, should have won it. 2020, we were just absolutely decimated by injuries. Last season, NFC Championship game, could have very well won that. This year, we're in the playoffs. So 3 out of 4 years, you're at least in the playoffs. You get to a Super Bowl, NFC Championship game. We'll see what happens this year in the playoffs. So I think Shanahan's a very good coach. If we were to, for whatever reason, get rid of him, he would be number 1 on the market. Everyone would be after him. Imagine being a player that followed Sanders to Jackson State, then left. I think the really top players are then going to follow Dion to Colorado because now college players, it's much easier for them to transfer schools, as far as I'm aware. I'm not too in the know about all the rules with regards to that, but I believe it's easier now for players to transfer. It's a lot easier now for players to transfer schools, if my recollection serves me correctly. You can, yes, you can, says Zigad. Imagine being a player that, Shanahan intentionally made bad decisions his first few years because he said that if you are a new coach. That happens. If you're a new coach, you're going to make decisions and that's how you learn. The biggest thing is that if you make bad decisions, that you learn from them and then kind of just don't do it again. Whether it's, things like critical mistakes with regards to time management, whether you're just calling plays that like maybe you're going for it on 4th down too much, or maybe not enough, or maybe you're settling for field goals when you should have gone for it. All these decisions, whether, throwing challenges, things like that. As a new coach, it takes some time to get that down. So the kick is away, and Buffalo's going to take it up to their own 19-yard line. We are back underway here in Orchard Park, New York at Highmark Stadium. And the Dolphins, they're interviewing Mike McDaniel right now. The Dolphins got to do something. The guy, Denver hasn't been this excited about transactions since Broncos got Russell Wilson. Let's ride. Pete definitely knew. Yeah, Pete Carroll was like trying to be like, he's probably on the phone. Like, I know Pete Carroll's not the GM, but he's in the background being John Schneider, the Seahawks GM, is like, don't laugh, Pete. Come on now. 1st and 10 Buffalo. Josh Allen in shotgun fakes the handoff, looking and just dumps it off to Singletary. Singletary's going to leap forward for about a 9-yard gain up to the 27, maybe 28. Let's hide. Yeah, that Broncos GM is oof. And the head coach Hackett not looking good. So 2nd and 1 now for Miami. Allen shotgun is going to hand it off to the running back who's going to lose a bunch of yards. And that is Seiler, number 92, coming in. And that's going to be a loss of about probably 4 yards. So awesome job there by number 92. Gets around gets in between the left guard and the left tackle immediately. Oh, that wasn't even Seiler. That was, well, Seiler even gets up through the center. Really nice job right there. Good defense. So it's going to be 3rd and 4 for Buffalo. Allen's in shotgun, empty backfield, 3 receivers up top, 2 down low. Snap is away, looking to throw. Going to throw it to to Gabe Davis, incomplete. So that's going to be a very quick 3 and out. And if you're Miami, now you're like, now you can settle down. You settle down. We lost a ton of draft capital on McCaffrey. Yes, we did. We traded a lot of picks for McCaffrey, but we get who might actually be the best player on our team now, believe it or not. Maybe after Trent Williams and Nick Bosa, and maybe Fred Warner, but we get McCaffrey's been phenomenal with the 49ers. So the Buffalo Bills here are going to punt it away. It's 4th and 4. Snap is coming up. Let's see who is returning it. Maybe it's Mostert. It's it's Albert Wilson who takes it out at the Miami about the 27. So Tua and the Miami Dolphins offense coming out onto the field. Yeah, the Niners still have a bunch of draft picks in the 2023 draft. They're just all later round picks. It's as of now, it's 2 third rounds. It's 2 fifths. It's a 6th, and I think it's like 2 or 3 7s. I can't remember. And then if D'Amico Ryan's the defensive coordinator who will likely get hired by a team as a head coach, then we would actually get another 3rd round compensatory pick. I feel bad for Perna, says Christian. His coverage of that trade has not aged well. Yeah, I mean, I think we can all agree that and to me, trades have to be, it's really easy in hindsight to be like, well, that trade was awful. I think the trades have to be analyzed in the moment when it happens, because that's when the trade was made. Of course, if Denver looks back, they'd be like, yeah, we would never, ever do that trade again. But it's just that can be the tricky thing where when you give up all that much for a player and you're not familiar really with that player, just not a good look. Is Jim Brown the best player of all time? Whew. Is he the best player of all time? You know who I would actually say? The best player, I would say, is probably Jerry Rice. When you consider the length of time that Jerry Rice played, just all the records he has. He has like the best mentality, the hardest working guy. But I would just say from an actual talent standpoint, someone like, I think what Randy said is that I think that what Randy said is right. I think that just the most talented player was Bo Jackson, but of course he had that horrible, was it a hip injury, I think, that basically ended his career. And without that, I think Bo Jackson would have just put up the most phenomenal numbers that no one would come close to. But, unfortunately, injuries happen. If he was playing in this day and age, you'd like to think he could come back from it, but with the medical technology back that happened, 30 years ago, it wasn't going to happen. I mean, he used Stickum for some years. The gloves that players have these days are basically Stickum, if not more. Best of all time, great question. If we get Super Bowl, that trade was definitely worth it. Yes, absolutely. And plus we have McCaffrey locked up for the next 2 years as well. A lot of times when trades are done mid-season, it's like, oh, it's kind of like a 1-year rental, whereas McCaffrey's under contract through the 2024 season. Barry Sanders was awesome. Really, probably the most fun player to watch. Chiefs Kingdom here, says Eric Linkart. So, Miami, behind center is Tua. I formation, Mostert in the backfield. You got Hill and Waddle up top, Gesicki down low. Hill in motion. Tua snaps the ball, is going to hand it off to Mostert. Mostert's going to make a guy miss, falls forward for a pickup of 6 yards on first down. Nice run up the middle by Raheem the Dream Mostert. Was CMC as good on whatever team before the Niners, or does he was really good on the Panthers in 2019. Look at his 2019 year, like the numbers, and it was crazy. O-line makes a difference. Yeah, McCaffrey's agile, quick, all that good stuff. So 2nd and 4 for the Miami Dolphins. Tua in shotgun, back to his right. 4 receivers, snap is away. Going to throw a quick ball, gets batted down at the line of scrimmage. And Big Ed Oliver was right there. Shaq Lawson was right there. They just got their hands up, and there was just nowhere really for Tua to go with the football. 3rd and 4 now coming up for the Miami Dolphins. Interesting blocking scheme right there. Mahomes MVP. Yeah, Mahomes is really, really good. Real good. Dolphins need to win this. I hope the Dolphins win it. It'll make it a lot more exciting down the stretch for the AFC East. 3rd and 4, Miami at their own 33. Snap is away. Tua's looking to throw. Gonna throw it deep. Wide open is Jalen Waddle. Touchdown. No one's gonna catch him. Touchdown. Miami Dolphins. Let's go. And Jalen Waddle does the waddle. And that's what these Miami Dolphins can do. They are just so dangerous. Like that. Touchdown. These guys, Waddle and Hill, are so fast. But this Stickum helped a little bit for sure. You're right, Zeged. But touchdown, Miami. No way you're catching Jalen Waddle in the open field. And it looks like the Dolphins now are going to go for 2. They do have, I think they have the offense out there. So it's 19-21. The Dolphins offense is out there. So it's going to be the 2-point conversion from the 2-yard line. The Waddle. Jerry Town. Yeah, Jerry Rice is the best of all time. No doubt about it. Tua's going to be behind center. Mostert in the backfield. 2 receivers down low. Hill in motion. Snap is away. Looking to throw it. Good block by Mostert. Throws it for the end zone. Incomplete. So the 2-point conversion is no good. And he waddled away. Good stuff. Good stuff. Best celebration. Yeah, best celebration incorporating your name. Just the waddle. Good shit. Wow, I don't like the call. Yeah, I didn't like the call, the actual play call there on for the 2-point conversion. But I think at this point, they wanted to go for it, I think, just because if you tie it up, then, hey, suddenly pressure on, whereas you kind of feel like when you play with the lead, even if it's 1 point, you still have that advantage. So, but if you tied it up, then, of course, maybe puts pressure on Buffalo. Maybe Josh Allen, in this season, he's had some really bad interceptions, so maybe, and a lot of times it's been in those close games, so we'll see. Yeah, they went for 2. They did not get it. This has been the best game so far today. I think, yeah, definitely like in terms of talent, the game's been really close all the way through. But I tell you, that Colts Vikings game was pretty damn fun as well, I have to say. That was really fun. We're at 1,233 subscribers. Thank you very much. The Waddle. Your Demarius to Rob Big 9. What is up? Thank you for hanging out. Shifty's 49ers talk. We're in the 3rd quarter. Miami just scored a touchdown. They went for 2. Did not get it. There's still a ton of time left in this quarter. 12:48 left, and this is the 3rd quarter. So there's a lot of football left to be played. So this is going to be going down. I think this game might go down to the wire here. Buffalo got the ball to start the second half. Quick 3 and out. Miami strikes back a huge deep pass from Tua to Jalen Waddle. Waddle had a lot of room. Just runs around the Buffalo defense, and he's just way too fast. So Miami's going to be kicking the ball back to Buffalo. Buffalo have a 2-point lead, courtesy of the missed 2-point conversion. The Bills need to step the game up. Yeah, I mean, I think overall the Bills are playing pretty damn well. This Dolphins team it's really no joke. And when it's division games too, I mean, those games are never easy to win. those games are always just, they usually are battles all the way throughout because the teams are just so familiar with each other, you know. It's the way to start the third quarter. Great start to the third quarter for the Miami Dolphins. About as the best start that you could imagine, really, that you could ask for, with the exception of the missed 2-point conversion. It's been great. I hated that game. The only cool thing about it was at least the new record comeback. Yeah, it was, I mean, the games that are close all the way throughout are usually the most exciting. There's a lot of like tension and what have you, but it was wild to see. It was wild to see, and thank you to the newest subscriber too. It was wild to see the, really wild to see the huge comeback. I mean, that's something that we might never see again, a 33-point comeback. So great to be able to witness that. The kick is away. It is a touchback. So Buffalo will have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 25. It looked like the Bills were maybe not totally ready for the play there. I'm going to see here yeah, everyone. There was so much attention given to a Tyreek Hill that Waddle was able to break free and get open. Shifty, I think that point is going to come back and haunt them like you were talking about earlier. Yes, exactly right. Could come out, yeah. So 1st and 10. Allen's going to run up the middle with the ball and gets a first down, but takes a big shot. Wow, Josh Allen is just a monster. Big dude. Yeah, that really could come back to haunt them. Even going for 2 right there, you know. You could argue that it was too early to go for 2. I think at that point maybe it was the right call, but yeah, I understand why someone would, you know, why you might want to just take the extra point as well. So, did the Dolphins convert? Did the Dolphins just go for 2 and didn't convert? Yeah, you're right. They did not convert the 2-point conversion. 1st and 10. Josh Allen throwing out of a sack, and wide open is Dawson Knox into Miami territory up to the Miami 41. And he was under pressure from Jalen Phillips, and Allen's able to roll out to his left and just launch the ball. Dawson Knox, no defender within like 5 or 6 yards of him. Crazy. Niner for life. NFC West champs, baby. First team to clinch the division. The Eagles have also clinched a playoff berth, but not the division. So we're the first team to clinch the division. Minnesota's just not the team, yeah. So 1st and 10, Buffalo's going to hand it off to James Cook up the middle, pick up a 3. It's going to be 2nd and 7 from the Miami 38-yard line. They got help from the Colts choke and the rest. They did not deserve the win at all. Yeah, I mean, I tend to agree. I mean, the Dolphins or the Vikings did get shafted a little bit. There was a fumble return that was easily a touchdown that didn't get called, but I understand as well. All right, 2nd and 7. Allen in shotgun, back to his left, snap is away. Looking to throw, dumps it over the middle to Stephon Diggs, and he's trying to break away from the tackle, and eventually they get help from the Dolphins. A second player comes in. Diggs kind of took a shot there. He's slow to get up, but he's on his feet right now. It's going to be 3rd down and about 2 or 3, I would say. This might turn into a shootout, absolutely. Who would you take, Dawson Knox or Dallas Goedert? Oof, I don't know. That's a good one. I don't know. Maybe Knox, but I think it's very close. 3rd and 2, an empty backfield. Allen looking to throw. He's going to get taken down. Just throws the ball away. There was a receiver in the area. There's a flag on the field, so I'm wondering what the call is here. If it's maybe holding against the offense. Yeah, it's holding against the offense because you can see the official looking to the Miami bench, kind of getting the signal for declining it. No, they are going to take it. So it's going to be 3rd down and 12. I guess this makes sense to take it because you kind of push Buffalo out of field goal range. But it does give Josh Allen another opportunity to pick up a 1st down. So, you know, could be a risky call right here. Could be risky. George Kittle. Yeah, I'll take George Kittle any day. Any day of the week. 3rd and 12 for Buffalo. They are backed up now to the Miami 43. Empty backfield. Allen in shotgun. Miami might bring pressure here. Ooh, that's going to be... Let's see what they call this. I thought he was offside first, but maybe is it a false start or is it offside? False start against the Bills. Back him up another 5 yards now. Going to be 3rd and 17. Yeah, it was the left tackle, Roger Saffold. His 13th NFL season. So 3rd and 17, you're right around midfield. So, yikes. Bills going backwards in a close game. There's 10 minutes left in the third quarter. The start of this second half has been really slow. We haven't even gotten 5 minutes through the second half, and I feel like a lot's happened already. 3rd and 17, snap is away. Allen's looking to throw. He is going to throw it deep and almost caught by McKenzie, but it's going to be incomplete. McKenzie got his hands to it but couldn't reel it in, and now Buffalo's going to have to punt the ball away. There's also a flag for holding, so it would not have counted even if he caught it. But it's going to be 4th and 17, Buffalo punting to the Miami Dolphins. Crazy, crazy for feeling so lonely. If I was an NFL player, what place would you be and what number would you choose? So the punt is away. Fair catch going to be called at the 11-yard line. So Miami gets the ball back at their own 11-yard line. If I was an NFL player, what position? That's a good question. For some reason, I kind of like safety. I like safety a lot. That would be my defensive position. I'd be a safety. And then offensively, I think you got to be quarterback. If I was we have James Merriman, a new subscription. Thank you very much, James. Appreciate the new subscription. We are up to 35 subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing to myself, Shifty's 49ers Talk. Appreciate you, buddy. That's really awesome of you. If I was a quarterback, I'd go number 11. I like the number 11. I don't know why. I just think it looks cool. As quarterback, as safety, I kind of like the safety. I like the numbers in the 40s. I would go like 41 or 42. 42 for like Ronnie Lott. Calvin Jackson, how are you, good sir? Hopefully everything is beautiful over there in Jamaica. Yeah, I think defensively I would go safety, and I'd probably go number like 40, maybe like 49 or just something a little different. Phil Simms. I think kind of like Alex Smith too. I liked that the number 11, like the 49ers number 11, I thought looked good on Alex Smith. I'm going to move this over here. Grab me another beer. Oakley Dokley. Oh, Jalen, I would go Tre'Davious White. Before this season, I maybe would have gone Jalen Ramsey, but Ramsey's been awful this year. Like, he's been getting beat left, right, and center. So I would go Tre'Davious White. Played strong safety in high school and running back. Good stuff, Calvin. What number did you wear when you were playing in high school? So Miami has the ball back on their own 11-yard line. Stephon Diggs kind of open, but Xavier Howard, really good coverage. I think the Buffalo Bills are getting a little... Ooh, they're getting a little chippy right now. They're not too happy. Stephon Diggs not too happy. Slamming his helmet on the sideline. Bottoms up. Yes, pretty good weather in Jamaica. Excellent, man. Love to hear it. It's not too bad here in the Bay Area, especially when you compare it to like Buffalo and other places. So happy with that. 1st and 10 Miami. Tua in shotgun, back to his left. Man in motion, snap is away, does hand it off, and it's going to be good yards, right tackle. It's going to be near a first down. They might give him first down yardage just off right tackle, and a really nice run right there by Salvon Ahmed. I think he was on the 40. Was he? No, he wasn't on the 49ers practice squad before. Maybe. Nice run there by the Miami Dolphins, though. On first down, they pick up 10 yards. Is my bed comfy? It's not bad, man. It's not bad. Oh, it's going to be a pickup of 9. Is my bed comfy? 2nd and 1. I formation. They're going to hand it off up the middle. First down yardage, and they're going to be up to their own 25-yard line. We have some of the tight end, Dylan Smythe, is just getting into it with I think it was Jordan Poyer of the Buffalo Bills. 48. That's not bad, man. That's not bad at all. It's good stuff. Bills Mafia. Yeah, that's pretty solid weather right there. So we have 9 minutes left in the third quarter. Tua coming out behind center, I formation. Ahmad in the backfield. You fake the handoff to him. Looking to throwing it deep. Incomplete. Looking for Tyreek Hill, but not on the same page. There is a flag on the play. We'll see what the call is, possibly holding on the offense. We are now up to 1236 subscribers. It's going to be against the defense, actually. And that's going to be an automatic first down. It's illegal contact. That's going to be on Dwayne Jackson covering Tyreek Hill on that. So not great. Not great, Bob. Not great. Dane Jackson, not Dwayne. Dane Jackson. But it's going to be 1st and 10 Miami. Up at their own 31-yard line. They started this drive at their own 11. 8:53 left in the third quarter. Long way to go in this game. Tua behind center. Single back. It's Ahmed back there. 2 receivers, 2 tight ends. Tight end in motion. Snap is away. They hand it off, and he's going to be met right. Gets about a yard eventually, but met pretty much at the line of scrimmage. Manages to get a yard out of it. All right. Let's see. Check in. Yeah, thank you to all the new subscribers, all the likes on the stream, and all of the new members. This might be a false start. No, it's not. Tua is going to be in shotgun. Play clock winding down. They just get it off. Fakes the handoff to the fullback. Tua kind of runs around, does a little pirouette, and then falls forward, trips up under his own feet for a pickup of 4 or 5 on the play. Yikes. First down, yep, and I can't wait for the Niners game against the Washingtons. Going to lose against the Niners. Yeah, the Commanders game, that should be a good one. That's going to be a good game because the Commanders defense is looking good. They got Chase Young back. So I think that should be a fun game. Scary Terry McLaurin, Jahan Dotson's been playing pretty well for the Commanders too. Should be a fun game. Would you take the 2008 Lions or 2017 Browns? Probably the Lions. I mean, their whole microcosm, of course, was Dan Orlovsky running out the back of the end zone. Just funny. 3rd and 4 now for the Dolphins. 7 minutes left in the third quarter. Snap is away. Tua is going to be looking. Throws it out quick. Almost intercepted by Tre'Davious White. Great coverage on Jalen Waddle. And that's going to be incomplete. 7 minutes left in the third. And now Miami's going to have to punt it right back to Buffalo. Shifty, some gifted subs might still be out there. Need to check, but probably need my computer again. Yeah, I think I see. Anyone who's in here, Arpin 8, 49ers fan 26, Calvin, there might be, if you go to your profile and say that you want to receive gifted memberships, then put that on your profile, and then you should be able to get a free gifted membership. The great punt here, and it's going to be downed at the 1 yard line. Amazing punt. The longtime punter, Morstead, and the Buffalo Bills are going to be down at their own 1 yard line. We remember what happened a few weeks ago against the Minnesota Vikings. That was not good. Yeah, anyone who wants a gifted membership to the channel, should be some floating around out there. So if you put the option in your settings, I believe, that you are open to receiving gifted memberships, then there'll be a free gifted membership for you. Just a heads up. I'm not sure how it works, Robert, with regards to if the gifted memberships don't get claimed. If they don't, and if you are charged for all 5 memberships, let me know, and I will send you the difference. Shifty, I bet you can give them out. Let me see if I can find anything. Saw that they go to longer subscribers, but not sure how. Yeah, if I can give them out, I'm more than happy to. Let me see if I can do that. No, I want you to... I want... Let's see. Trying to see. Yeah, I don't know. Gifts are random. I gave it to you in your community. Yeah, and I really, really appreciate that, Robert. But it looks like there's maybe a couple of gifted memberships that are not that are still out there to be claimed, but I'm wondering what happens if they go unclaimed. So I'm not 100% sure, but I will look into it. If they don't get, but yeah, if anyone is able to add the ability to allow gifted memberships, then definitely do that. Doing a great job. Oh, thank you very much, Robert. I really appreciate that. Trying to keep up the energy right here, and we got a really good game going here. Dolphins Bills, 21-19. Buffalo has the ball inside their own 1. They're saying at the 2-yard line, but I thought he was down at the 1. It was down at the 1. You have man in motion. Josh Allen behind center, hands it off, and going to fight for maybe a yard. It's going to be 2nd and 9 at their own 3-yard line. Oh, yes. You the man, Shifty, says the guy. Thank you very much, man. Let's give a huge shout out to the guy for the $2 super chat. You guys are all awesome. You guys are the guys for hanging out here. I really appreciate that, man. Appreciate all the support you guys are kicking us. They probably roll over, I would think. If they don't, then let me know, and I'll make sure that I'll look into it and see what I can do for my end. But deep throw looking for Gabe Davis downfield, but really good coverage there by Kahoe, I think. Really good coverage. But yeah, shout out to the guy for the $2 super chat. Appreciate you, buddy. Always great to have you here, man. Building a really good community here on Shifty's 49ers Talk. Let's go. Yeah, I'll have to look into it, and I'll Google it, and I'll see if I can find out what actually happens, and then I will let you know what the deal is. So it's 3rd and 9 right now for Buffalo after the incomplete pass. Josh Allen in his own end zone looking to throw. He's going to try and run for the first down, and he's not going to get there. Really nice tackle. Javon Holland, who's obviously back into the game, and still in disbelief that the Colts did that to us. Yeah, Cato, crazy. I'm not worried about Shifty. They'll all get scooped up. Yeah, I think eventually they will. I just want to see if I'm able to basically give them out to whoever, then I'll do that. I just want to make sure that they get gifted out. But if anyone is familiar with the process of how to turn on gifted subs, please do so, because there are some floating around. 4th and 8, punting from their own end zone, and Miami's going to get the ball back, and it's going to be taken right at midfield. It's going to be fair catch. So really good field position for the Miami Dolphins. There's 5.5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Here we go. Yeah, welcome back. Great to have anyone and everyone back. We're having a really what a good day so far for football. What are gifted subs? So, Christian, you know how you subscribe? Are you, gifted memberships. I mean, when I say sub, I mean gifted memberships. Gifted, it's the membership which you signed up for. It's basically you're able to gift those out to people in the chat. And that's what Robert did. So he basically gifted 5 memberships to the chat. And it kind of goes out randomly to people, but you have to have in your YouTube settings, there's a setting where you can allow gifted memberships. So I don't know if we had 5 people who had that setting to allow gifted memberships. But 1st and 10 for Miami at midfield, Tua behind center, single back, 2 receivers up top. Fullback in motion. They're going to fake the handoff up the middle. Tua's going to roll out to his left, throw in deep, and looking downfield for Sanders. Maybe a bit of a push off right there. I don't know about that. Yeah, gifted memberships. My bad. Not gifted subs, but gifted memberships. Sanders did kind of push off there on Tre'Davious White. I don't know if that's enough to warrant an OPI, but yeah, Tre'Davious White is not happy. He's like, come on, what about the push off? However, it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 for Miami at midfield. Tua's going to come out in shotgun, back to his right. 2 receivers down low, 2 up top. Sanders is going to go in motion. Snap is away. Looking to throw quickly. Under pressure. Gets sacked. Swallowed up. Matt Milano gets there. Really good they had time to dial up the blitz. Sorry, I stumbled over my own words there for a second. But really good time to dial up the blitz, because that play looked like it was going to take a little while to get going. Milano free. No one there to even block him. Just a free lane, and then gets swallowed up as well by the D tackle of the Buffalo Bills, Jones as well. Yikes. This Bills defense can be pretty ferocious. Now it's going to be 3rd and 17 after having great field position. 3rd and 17 at their own 43-yard line. Hill in motion. Tua's in shotgun. Looking to throw. Dumps it off to Tyreek Hill. Hill's trying to make people miss. He's not going to get to the first down marker. Basically just gets 7 yards back. 4th and 10. And Miami are just going to punt it right back to the Buffalo Bills. And this game has kind of come to a bit of a screeching halt here. Really just the defenses have been playing good football, so that's just the way it goes. That's just the way it goes. Whoa, the Dolphins punter got taken out of it. And that's going to be a flag on the Dolphins punter. Chang, this is your chance. Allow gifted memberships in your profile. You might get one. Roughing the kicker, so that's a personal foul. Miami's going to keep the ball 15 yards. Automatic first down, and the Miami punter just got taken out of it. Shifty, everything you said doing seems right on the gifts. YouTube distributes them all, and like you said, users opt in, and then they can get distributed/claimed. I assume that you just kind of maybe Googled that or kind of searched it in YouTube, but do me a favor. Can you search? I mean, I'll do this after the game anyways, but if you could search and see what happens to unclaimed gifted memberships, just so we kind of find out. Because I just want to make sure that, you know, the gifted memberships do go out to everyone. Maybe it might be the next Niners stream, because the Niners streams we normally get the most amount of people, and then they'll just automatically go to people. So, but we'll see. I just want to make sure that they do go to the people. So 1st and 10 for Miami at the Buffalo 35. Snap is away. They hand it to Mostert, who was going to be tackled in the backfield, but breaks through. He ends up picking up 5. Holy moly. I think they're all claimed. They went fast. I'm seeing a little notification up because I'm trying to think how many. How do you get the gift of membership? Because I'm subscribed. The gifted membership. I think there's a setting in your YouTube that you can basically be like, oh, I'm opting in or allowing for gifted memberships. But because how did you gifted 5? Was it Robert? Did you gift 5? I think, or was it 10? I'm thinking it was 5, right? Was it 5 or 10? Did you do 2 5s or was it 10? I can't remember. I believe, not sure what happens to gifts once timer runs out. Yeah, me neither. Yeah, I'll Google it and see what happens, just so, because I would think that, let's say if it happens where some of them don't get claimed. Maybe the person who gifted them just gets refunded the amount that didn't. Yes, so 5 from Zach, 5 from Zach, 5 from Robert, and then I think that was it, right? And then Christian subscribed. We had 5 subscribers at the start. I think maybe all of them did go out because I think we had... If no gift, then the viewer gets... If no gifted memberships are claimed, then the viewer gets a full refund. I didn't gift, I claimed. Yeah, exactly. Randy claimed. Because I think Robert gifted 5. Zach gifted 5. So that's 10. We had 5 at the beginning of the stream. So that adds for 15. And then Christian was a member too. So I think that's it. I think that's actually all 16 then. 2nd and 6 for Miami at the Buffalo 31. They pitch it out to Ahmad, who's running with the full head of steam. Gets a first down to the Buffalo 20. First down Miami. And we're 3 minutes left in the third quarter. I might be wrong, but I think that's all 16 accounted for. Yeah, I believe that's all 6 because I see the way I see it actually from my feed here. I think actually all 16 were accounted for because we had 5 at the start of the stream, then another 5 from Robert, then another 5 from Zach. So that's 15 plus 1 because Christian did the membership. So yeah, you did them. So I think that's 16. That makes sense. Yeah. So all of them was counted. Yeah. Excellent. That kind of little piece of mind. Tua for the end zone touchdown. Tyreek Hill in the corner of the end zone. Tua throws it all the way in the corner of the end zone. It's a touchdown. Tyreek Hill. What a throw. Perfect throw from Tua. And he's getting snowballs thrown at him from the Bills fans. Beats Tre'Davious White, who I just said was one of the best cornerbacks in football. But then again, we're saying that Tyreek's one of the best receivers in football. Great throw. That's perfect arc, perfect just everything on it. And that's a touchdown, Tyreek Hill. Let's freaking go. So it's 25-21. See, if you had gone for they're going to go for the extra point here to make it a 5-point game. Snap is away, kick is up, and it's going to be, 26-21. And this is where the last time they went for 2, right? So and this is sometimes where it's the not the benefit of going for 2 early, because let's say the last time if they just went for 1, then with the 2-point conversion now they could have been up 28-21. Sorry, doing a whole bunch of math in my head, if that makes sense. I would have been first member but couldn't because I really want to say a huge, just while we're on I'll move the ball down. Just while we're on, it's 26-21 with the extra point now, right? Wasn't my math right? It should be 26-21. What I'm saying is earlier Miami went for 2 and didn't get it. So if it was earlier, if they went just for the 1, and now they went for 2 and got it, then it could have been 28-21. But that's just a whole bunch of hypotheticals. But yeah, I just want to say while we're at a bit of a commercial break here in the game, I just want to say to all of you guys, just a huge, huge thank you to all the support. I'm really freaking humbled by it. I came into today, we didn't have any members, and I was just I just basically activated the memberships, and for you guys to show all the support, I really appreciate that. But not only that, with the super chats and the donations and the subscriptions and the likes and all that good stuff, and just even engaging in the chat, even that just makes it all worthwhile. So just a huge shout out and thank you to all of you guys. Really appreciate all of you for being here. You're making it a lot more fun for me to watch the games as well. So there you go. It's just, really, really awesome to have all of you here. Thank you so much. Give yourselves a round of applause. And I have a little drink to that. And everyone here on the stream earlier, thank you, Pitties, and thank you for the membership too. Really appreciate that. And earlier today, folks, we witnessed NFL history, the largest comeback in NFL history, 33-point comeback. Like the last time this happened was the Bills and the Oilers in the playoffs, like 30 years ago. You might not see that happen, maybe even ever again. So, like history, like record-breaking stream, the first one, just amazing. Do you like your new quarterback for the 49ers? Yeah, I like Brock Purdy. I think all things considered, he's playing very, very well. Christian says, and we all want to say a huge thank you for doing such a great job covering the games, making them fun to watch also. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. You're very welcome. It is my absolute pleasure to do this, and I really do love doing it, and I genuinely really look forward to doing this. So the kick is away, going to be returned by Nyheim Hines. Buffalo takes it and getting pushed forward past the 30 all the way up to about the 35. Looked like he was going to be stopped about 10 yards previously, but makes up to the 35. But yeah, thank you everyone for being here. Huge shout out to all of you guys, whether you've just been here since today, whether you've been here since the beginning. Really appreciate all of it. I'd like to think there's a lot of big things coming to this channel. I love doing the streams. I also love doing the videos and editing the videos. And I'm going to make it a point now, because we've gotten like a number of members now that I want to, and feel free to drop in. If you guys have any ideas, feel free to drop in. If you have any ideas that you think would work well, whether it's for memberships or things that you might like to see on the channel, I'm always thinking of ways that I can do different things, that I can evolve the channel. But feel free, if you have any ideas, or if you guys ever decide to make your own channels, you guys can be on here in a heartbeat, because I just love having all the support, love having all you guys around. So you guys know your football. You keep me on my toes as well, which is awesome. Thank you very much for the subscription, Cato, as well. 2nd and 3, Buffalo. They hand it up to James Cook, rookie running back out of Georgia. I think he just gets enough for the first down. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the Buffaloes have 1st and 10 at their own 45. 49ers fan says, I've been subscribed ever since you did the chat with Niner Sickness. Yeah, and shout out to Niner Sickness. Beto, he's a great guy. Definitely check him out. I think he's maybe streaming the game live as well now. But yeah, big fan of Niner Sickness. Love the work that he does. Oh, you watched that comeback against the Saints, huh? That was a good one. 1st and 10. Allen's in trouble and just tried to dump it off. The running back was kind of in the area, but he actually kind of threw it at his left tackle. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up for Buffalo. Now, of course, I wasn't even alive, Pitties, when that happened. But I've seen that game. That was actually, I think Archie Manning was the quarterback for the Saints. It was in Candlestick Park. The Niners were down, 35-7 in Montana. I think Dwight Clark had a couple of long touchdowns in that game, or I know he had, I think, at least one. But great comeback in that one for the 49ers against the Saints. I definitely like to try and do, I just love football to death, so I've done my research, But because I love it, not because it's work or anything. 2nd and 10. Josh Allen going deep, looking for McKenzie. I think he hauled it in. Did he catch it? The officials are saying no, but I think he maybe came up with it. Oof. Really aggressive throw. And Gabe Davis was right there too. Maybe someone ran the wrong route. And, oof. That's, the ball kind of moves a little bit at the end. I have a YouTube channel, but how many subscribers do you have to get to go live? I can't remember that. I can't remember. Sorry about that, 49ers fan. So his knees are in, but does the ball move at the end? That's the issue. Wait, so his knees are in. So from there it's good, but the question then is, does he come when he comes down with it, the ball is kind of moving, and I don't know how the NFL is going to call this. So, I don't know. I have how many subscribers do you have to get to go? I'll subscribe to you if I'm not already, 49er fan 26. I'll subscribe to your channel. Everyone, let's hit up 49ers fan 26. Subscribe to his channel. Let's get it so that he can go live on YouTube. Let's make that happen. '49ers fan 26. I just subscribed. There we go. Bam. Yeah, the ball kind of moves when he has lost at least 3 times. Okay, so how many games has Matt Ryan lost after being up by 25 plus at one point in the game? I mean, I can think of at least, we know 2 for sure. We know the Super Bowl against the Patriots. We know today. I'm sure there's been at least 1 or 2 other times. I remember he lost again 2020 versus Dallas. Yes, I think they're right. That's a good one. I kind of forgot about that one, actually. So Buffalo's challenging it because the officials called it incomplete. Now, McKenzie, the receiver, did get the ball in his hands. Both knees were in bounds, but as he was going to the ground, the ball kind of moves a little bit. So the ball still kind of remains in his hands the whole time. So, I mean, if it were me, I would say it's a catch, but I just don't know what the NFL would say. I think the NFL might say this is not a catch. Oof, okay. He doesn't play defense, so that's a good point too. But, I mean, if you look at the Colts did nothing on offense in the second half. So, yeah, of course you blame the defense for giving up all those points. But the Colts offense today, they did nothing. Like they could barely get a first down. And a couple of times, I think the play calling was kind of egregious because they were taking shots down the field when you're up like 20-something points and clock stops. And it's like, ugh, I don't know. So here comes the call for if it's overturned, it's a big one. Stands is called. I'm not a lip reader, but I could read that. What did you do with the 49? Sounds dubious. Don't like it. I guess that's how he got the nickname Matty Ice, because he gets ice cold once he goes up 25 points. So that's actually, it is ruled incomplete. It's 3rd and 10 for Buffalo. There's a minute left in the third quarter. This third quarter feels like it's gone on forever. Buffalo are at their own 45-yard line. Allen's in shotgun, empty backfield, 3 receivers down low, 2 up top. Diggs is going to go in motion down low now. Snap is away. It's man coverage. Josh Allen steps up into the pocket, going to lob it deep, wide open. Diggs, just a little bit too much on it. He got a lot of air under it, but just had a little bit too much on it. Diggs could not get there. Being covered there by Xavier Howard, the longtime, very good veteran cornerback, and just a little bit too much on there. 2020, it was only, 26-7. Still a big comeback, though. Still a big comeback. Just a little bit too much on there. He's just the opposite of Jimmy G luck. Yeah, Jimmy G gets, carried by his teams, but Matt Ryan certainly does not. So the punt is away. The punt is going to go probably around the 10-yard line, I would say. Let's see where they mark it. Yep, right at the 10-yard line. Miami will take over with the lead. So Miami have kind of suddenly now, the defense has been stepping up for Miami. The offense has had a couple of big plays. So there you go. Still the third quarter. Yeah, seriously, there's a minute left in the third quarter. So this game is far from over. I mean, we saw what happened earlier today. 2020 NFL, what is a catch? I know it's controversial, but get rid of instant replay. Yeah, Bryant also subscribed to the channel too, 49ers fan. Yeah, hit up 49ers fan 26 and give him a subscription. I know how it is when you have just a couple, when you have not that many subscribers. I mean, not that I have a ton or anything, but I know how it is starting out. So Tua fakes the handoff, dumps it off to the fullback, who gets about good yardage on first down, gets about 6 yards. And we have 40-something, some odd seconds. There should be one more play before the end of the third quarter. Colts are not wise. That's for damn sure. Yeah, Robert, it's a good question about what is considered a catch these days in the NFL, and I don't think there's a definition that you could give that would make everyone happy. So, it's just one of those things. 2nd and 3 for Miami, Tua behind center, I formation. 2 receivers up top. Now Tyreek Hill goes in motion, hand up the middle, and he's going to get stopped. It was actually Mostert back there, gets nothing, and that's going to take us to the 4th quarter. It's going to be third down and about 4 coming up for Miami to start the 4th quarter deep inside their own territory. Yeah, I mean, it's so hard to determine what a catch is, what a catch isn't. Really depends on what your definition is, and that's one of the things with football is that it's just so difficult, because so many different things can happen that it's just really hard to. And at the end of the day, I think that I know there's a lot of talk earlier, the NFL is rigged, and potentially maybe games, there could be calls made where it's like, well, let's try and keep this game interesting. But there's so many whistleblowers and there's so many people that to try and keep that under wraps would be impossible. So there we go. A catch is a receiver having possession with the ball with 2 feet down. A knee or chest counts as 2, and a hand doesn't count. Maybe an elbow counts. And the butt counts. The butt counts. He has to turn into a runner before losing possession of the ball. But I think that the issue that people have is when the ball is, like, let's say in that situation, when you catch it and you're going to the ground, if the ball moves a little bit, but it stays in your hand, if it maybe goes up, like, that's where it gets really iffy. And the fact that you have so many different camera angles, that it's really, people can argue about it all the time about, well, this should be a catch, that shouldn't be a catch. Like what happened on that, the challenge there from Buffalo with McKenzie, the receiver. Some people, like for me, I said I think it probably, in my eyes, it's probably a catch, but then again, I could see maybe why the NFL would say no. It just gets, always remember the butt counts. Looks like 3 neon cakes. It does. Yeah, see, it's kind of hard to, I don't know how legible it is, but I hope it's okay. We know what a catch is, but the cameras and what's a football play. You know what I think? I mean, what might be best is, you want to get the call right, and that's at the end of the day. That's what it's all about. You want to get the call right. So, and it just gets tricky though when you have this super slow-mo instant replay, and then on instant replay you're like, well, oh my god, it was so obvious. But then when you actually see it in like regular speed, you're like, oh, that's not obvious, and that's what the officials are going off of. So, I just don't understand why the officials, when there's like a bad call made immediately, why someone just can't like walk you to the officials or like in the earpiece and be like, so that was a bad call. Let's just change it right now. 3rd and 3 for the Dolphins. Tua's going to throw it. Almost intercepted. Looking for Tyreek Hill on a quick out route. And that's going to be 4th and 3 for the Dolphins. And now Miami's going to have to punt it right back to Buffalo. 5-point game. Refs have been blowing whistles. Well, we know about that. The refs blow their whistles for sure. But wow, that was almost picked off. The Dolphins like those routes, but they're a little bit, you can see them coming. And the Buffalo Bills definitely see them coming. Here comes the punt. Decent punt. It's going to bounce, take a Buffalo bounce. So Buffalo's going to get the ball around their own 48 or 49-yard line. So 14:47 left in the game. Long way to go. Like your jersey for football and hockey, I got Montana jersey here. I got a Draymond jersey, Sharks jersey. I think I have like 7 or maybe 8 or 9 49er jerseys. A lot of them are like older ones that, like Alex Smith. I have Kaepernick. I have Bowman, Garoppolo, Jerry Rice, George Kittle, Vernon Davis, Michael Crabtree. It's getting ridiculous. Yes, I mean, sometimes I definitely think that the officials get too involved. I think that the officials should basically call things when they're absolutely egregious. The problem is that it's just so difficult with guys who are just so athletic, players moving around so fast, that like what I might consider an egregious holding call might not be what somebody else considers an egregious holding call. So I don't know. Bills got the September regular season award. Josh Allen had a spell there. I think it was in October or early November where he did not look good, but he's bounced back pretty darn well recently, but he's got to come through. Don't like Crabtree. Yeah, I was really a huge fan of Crabtree in that draft, and I was thinking there was no way he was going to fall to the Niners, and he did. But I didn't like the fact that as a rookie, he held out and didn't play until like halfway through his rookie year because he didn't get the contract he wanted. And then I thought he had some good years with the Niners. I mean, he was here through the Harbaugh years, I think all of them. So he had some decent seasons, but not a huge fan of the character, I guess. Big Sherman. 64 people in here, guys. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. We have 44 likes. So we're at Tom Rathman likes. We're at Kyle Juszczyk likes. Can we get to 49 likes, obviously, for the 49ers? Let's go. 73 people in here now. Let's go. Crabtree was pretty good, I thought, back in the day. But, I mean, Richard Sherman just was like, I don't like Crabtree. Agree. He held out. Yeah, then got hurt. So there we go. So we have 14:40-something left in the fourth quarter. Buffalo have the ball, good field position at their own 49, I would say. Dolphins definitely have the more difficult remaining schedule from what I quickly saw there. 1st and 10, Buffalo. Allen's in shotgun, 3 receivers down low. Snap is away. Looking to throw, dancing around the pocket, gets sacked. Ball comes out, recovered by Miami. Jalen Phillips forces the fumble on Josh Allen, and it gets recovered, I think, by Christian Wilkins. The Miami defense comes up with a huge play. Allen was moving around the pocket. I think for a second he thought about running, then was going to throw it. Sacked by Jalen Phillips, recovered by Christian Wilkins, and that's going to be 1st down Miami. Josh Allen with the big turnover. The ball just lands perfectly into the hands of Christian Wilkins. Bam, good play by Jalen Phillips. Just knocks the ball out of the hands of Josh Allen. And they are pumped up, and rightfully so, on the Dolphins sideline. And they now have the ball at the Buffalo 47. Now let's say if Miami goes down, if they just score a field goal, still a one-possession game. 2 is behind center. Single back, it's Raheem Mostert. Man in motion, they hand it to Mostert up to the left, breaking some tackles, going to get some good yards, gets 1st down yards, as a matter of fact, gets about 11 yards down to the Buffalo 36-yard line. Clock is moving. Still about 14 minutes left in the game. 69 viewers in here. Excellent. Wow, that was a really nice play from Jalen Phillips. Clock is winding. Play will be snapped at around 14 minutes left. 2 in shotgun. Back to his left. It's Mostert. You have Sherfield out there as well. No Tyreek and no Waddle. Mostert breaks tackles and somehow falls forward for a 6-yard gain. Looked like he was going to be stuffed. That's a huge play right there for Miami. Unbelievable. They're just making it happen. Wow. Super impressive. Really, really impressive are the Miami Dolphins. And Raheem Mostert, I really wish the Niners could have kept Raheem. But, yeah, just a bummer. I understand, though. I'm glad Raheem's playing good football. Tua behind center. I formation. Snap is away. Fakes the handoff. Tua's rolling to his right. Looks, finds Hill. It's going to be a pickup of about 3 yards. Dane Jackson there on the coverage. Pickup of about 2 or 3. I think it's going to be 3rd and a long 1 for Miami. They are, of course, in field goal range. But again, a field goal, it's still a one-possession game. And we all know Buffalo can put up points in a hurry. 13 minutes left in the game. This is a huge game for Miami, because if they win, then they're only one game behind Buffalo, and they, at the very least, they would not solidify, but they'd come pretty close to solidifying a wild card spot. 3rd and 1, play clock winding down now, 2 and shotgun. They do snap the ball. They just get it off 2. The play doesn't look like it's ready, and Dylan Smythe, the tight end, gets tackled for a loss. Gonna lose 2 yards. And that's going to be 4th and 3 for Miami at the Buffalo 30-yard line. I'm not a huge fan of wasting timeouts or using them early, but man, that was such a key moment and it didn't look like they were ready at all. I maybe would have used a timeout there. I don't know, but here comes the field goal unit. It's going to be a 47-yard attempt. 12 minutes left. Snap is away. Hold is good. Kick is up. It's going to be perfect. Right down the middle. So it's going to be 29-21. So it is still a one-possession game. Because Buffalo would, of course, if they scored a touchdown, would have to convert the 2-point conversion. So that's, as we've seen, it's not the easiest thing for teams to always do. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out on this Saturday night. Yeah, that was an important field goal, though. You're absolutely right, Christian, simply because now a touchdown, because before, obviously, a touchdown, Buffalo takes the lead. Now now you put pressure on Buffalo that they have to score a touchdown. They have to convert a 2-point attempt, and that just ties the game up. So it's a lot of pressure on Buffalo, but they have a lot of time left. So they don't have to go into any kind of hurry up or anything, but it's just, pressure's on now. Pressure's on. The Miami defense has done a really good job, I think, in this second half. They've really done well. Playing big-time football in the second half. Giving up little to nothing. So, there we go. Yeah, about 13 minutes left in the game. The Miami defense is going to have to get at least 2 or 3 more stops, so you have to think. But, if you can get another field goal, I'd rather be up 9. Yeah, and remember earlier, right? We talked about this. We talked about this earlier. Earlier, Miami went for 2 to try and exactly, Robert. Robert comes in perfect timing with the clutch point. If they had one more point, then it's a 2-possession game. So that is the risk you take when you go for 2 early and you don't get it. And if they, at this point now, if they picked up the 2-point conversion, it would be the same thing as if they had the extra point. I think, unless I was actually, I'm not going to backtrack. At the time, I was saying that, hey, go for 2. So I'll definitely say I was wrong on that one. But I think that a lot of times it can really come back to bite you if you go for 2 early when you don't have to, and if you don't pick it up. Because then that would be a 9-point game. So there you go. Josh Allen in the second half, 4 for 10, 42 yards. Compared, no touchdowns, no picks, lost a fumble. Compared to 3 touchdowns in the first half. Just night and day. It's such an important thing to make adjustments at halftime. And it's one of those things that everyone talks about, adjust at halftime. But when you actually do it, this game has been completely turned on its head. Got to take your chance. I understand that too. I understand. You got to take your chances as well, but sometimes early on in the game, just take the extra point, because right now you'd be in a much better situation. Yeah, Josh Allen is the GOAT. 4 for 10 in the second half. Heard that. 42 yards in the second half. But here's the thing. Josh Allen has 42 yards in the second half. Don't be surprised if he ends up with throwing 100 yards in this last 10 minutes of the game. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 Buffalo. It was a touchback. So Buffalo has the ball 1st and 10 at their own 25. Fakes the handoff. Allen's going to run it up the middle. Fumbles the ball again, but it's recovered by Buffalo. Josh Allen just almost blew the game. Oh, they faked the handoff, and Allen just runs it up the middle, fumbles the ball. That was a clear fumble, too. Wilkins was there, and Chubb was there. Yeah, the ball was absolutely out. So it's going to be 2nd and 8 for Buffalo. They hand it to James Cook, who's going to get big yards, and it's going to be all the way up to their own 43-yard line. Holy moly, pickup of 16. Marathon, not a sprint. Yes, always take the points. Cato says, I haven't been watching the whole time. Has the weather affected the game at all? I mean, it's very, very cold, so I think you can tell that a lot of the guys, they're not able to move at their regular kind of speed, but there's no snow. I don't think it's had as nearly as big an impact as people thought it would. Josh Allen going to run up the middle again. He's got lanes. He's up to the Miami 40, the 30. Josh Allen's running all the way inside the 15 of Miami, up near the 10-yard line. Josh Allen. And that's what Josh Allen can do with his feet. Now, I do want to say it looks like the snow is really coming down now. The snow is definitely coming down a little bit harder right now. But a huge run. Pickup of about 40 yards there. Unbelievable. Pickup of 40 for Josh Allen. They're all down to the Miami 13-yard line. Josh Allen with the huge run. Yeah, you can see the snow is definitely falling. But straight away, Allen knew what he was doing. Snap, looks for a second, and then bam, takes off. And that's where his athleticism comes in. He's running around linebackers, running around DBs, and he's too big to just tackle one-on-one from a DB. What a huge run. Wow. Josh Allen making plays happen. Unbelievable. Getting hit in the cold sucks, yeah. And I think that's another thing that you're seeing, too, is that you're seeing players kind of come in and out of the lineup a lot more than they normally would. We're at 1236 subscribers. If you're new to the channel, do consider hitting that subscribe button. Also, liking the stream helps out a lot. Thank you, everyone, for being here, for spending your Saturday night here. 66 people. 1st and 10 Buffalo at the Miami 13-yard line. The snow is really coming down, guys. It is really coming down. He is also making fumbles happen, too. That's true. That is true. But the snow is coming down heavy, so I think the Bills are like, we want to score fast because we need a touchdown and 2-point conversion, and we don't want the weather to mess it up too bad. 1st and 10 Buffalo. Miami 13. Allen and shotgun. Singletary to his right. Diggs, McKenzie, and Gabe Davis up top. Now the running back motions out. Allen's going to run to his left. Runs himself and is going to get about 5. Then he gets hit out of bounds, and that's going to be a flag. It's going to be a flag. And then the guys are getting into it on the sideline. That's going to be a flag on Miami. A late hit out of bounds. Allen was clearly out of bounds and takes a hit. But now players are going at it, and the fans are throwing snowballs. It's hitting the officials. Yeah, they're hitting the officials more than anything. It's getting pretty ugly down there. Yeah, Allen got hit out of bounds late. That's clearly a flag. It's going to be 1st and goal for Buffalo, probably inside the 5-yard line. Like, what was he trying to do there, the Dolphins player? I mean, Allen clearly had kind of given himself up and was like, personal foul against the Dolphins, just as we expected. 10 minutes left in the game. Plenty of time left in the game. Plenty of time. Wow. And then there was a big scrap there on the sidelines, and you could see that a lot of fans started throwing snowballs, hitting the officials more than anything. Maybe they were aiming for the refs too. 1st and goal for Buffalo at the Miami 4. Allen's in shotgun. Back to his left. Got to be careful for the run. Allen looking to throw. Looking. Going to throw it for the end zone. It's going to be incomplete. Looking for Stephon Diggs. Incomplete. There's less than 10 minutes to go in the game. Good play by the Miami DB on that one, number 28. Wow. 75 people in here, guys. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you are new. Wow, wow, wow. Diggs almost brought it in. He would have had 2 feet in bounds, but just a little bit too far out in front of him. 2nd and goal, Buffalo at the Miami 4. Allen is going to keep it, and he's going to be in trouble here. He's going to lose a yard on the play, so it's now going to be 3rd and goal. Fakes the handoff, one of those like read option plays, keeps it himself, and tried to take it outside, but the Miami Dolphins defense read it really well. That was like Van Korkel or something like that. Notice how Allen only throws to Diggs and Davis. Dawson Knox a little bit too. A little bit of Dawson Knox, but he does kind of tend to zero in the big moments. Van Ginkel. That's a Van Ginkel. What a great name, Van Ginkel. Yeah, the snow is really coming down now. On the close-up shots, you can see the snow. Play clock winding down. 3rd and goal. Allen looking to throw in for the end zone. Touchdown! Dawson Knox with the touchdown. And Buffalo are going to be going for 2. 29-27. There's 9:02 in the game. The weather's getting really bad. Really bad. Yep, touchdown Buffalo. Big 2-point play coming up here. Nice grab there. Nice route by Dawson Knox and able to haul it in. Dawson Knox out of Ole Miss. Don't be surprised to see Josh Allen try and run this in. Looks like it's against Miami. Did they have 12 guys on the field? Yeah, Miami had 12 illegal substitution. So they can either... Wow, illegal substitution. So that's either going to be, half the distance to the goal, or else that'll be assessed on the kickoff afterwards. Yep, half the distance to the goal. So now it's the 2-point conversion from the 1-yard line. Makes it even easier, yep. Cuts out, I think you're going to see Josh Allen try and run it in. He's in shotgun, empty backfield. Snap is away. He's going to try and run it. Allen doesn't get it. He fumbled it. The ball's flipping everywhere. The ball's still loose. The ball is still loose. Back at their own. The Miami lost 25 yards on the play. 25 yards on the play. They lost it. They don't get the 2-point conversion. 29-27. Allen. Yeah, and I knew of course they were going to try and leap it. Wow. Did he get across though? I don't think he did. The ball came loose and the ball's bouncing all over the place. It ends up back at the Miami 25. They lost 25 yards. And Miami's going to keep the lead, a 2-point lead. 9 minutes to go in the game. And here's the crazy thing. I know I've said this about like 5 times in the last 2 minutes, but the weather is going to play a huge factor down the stretch because the snow is coming down big time. But Buffalo does not convert the 2-point attempt. It was, empty backfield, just Josh Allen in the shotgun. You kind of knew the play was coming, and Miami read it really well. They're able to knock the ball out of his hands, and just big-time play for the Miami defense. They gave up the touchdown, but they still have the lead. So with 9 minutes left, the offense has to try and control the ball, put points on the board, and leave Buffalo with as little time left as possible. Unreal. Unreal. All right. This wasn't a good pour. then the Bills, then the Cowboys. 78 people in here to join us for the ending of Saturday Night Football. I think I'll probably be doing one game tomorrow. Ooh. One game tomorrow. I'm thinking I'm going to do the Bengals and the Buccaneers, but we'll see. Maybe Sunday Night Football. Commanders and Giants. That's a game that there's a lot on the line. I'm going to put a poll up on the channel at the end of this game for which game I should stream tomorrow. There's going to be 3 options. Let me know. I want to hear from you guys, and I'll kind of go from there. Oh, the Bills are challenging it because maybe he was able to reach. It's good. The call's overturned, so it's actually a tie game. Because when Josh Allen went to leap over, he actually was able to get the ball across the line before he fumbled it. So it's actually a tie game. When Josh Allen was leaping and the 2-point conversion, he did cross the plane just about. Wow, that's close. Wow, that's really close. I mean, the Chargers did have a lot of hype, but in fairness to the Chargers, Mike Williams and Keenan Allen have been out for a lot. J.C. Jackson's been out. Joey Bosa's been out. You know. So that's overturned. So we do have a tie game. Buffalo challenged that. That was Buffalo challenged the 2-point conversion. And it was a good challenge. Was a very good challenge by Buffalo. So Buffalo has 1 challenge remaining. They keep their timeout. And you guys, if you're watching the game here, if you're not, the snow is big time coming down. Game is getting good, especially if the weather's going to start getting crazy. Oh, it's getting crazy, Robert. This weather is getting really crazy. The snow is really coming in. And this is going to make it difficult for the Dolphins because Dolphins are wearing all white. So that's going to make it just that little bit more difficult. If I were the Dolphins, knowing the weather, I would have been like, let's wear the white jerseys, but the blue pants. So at least you have something that you can identify your players a little bit. But if this snow starts getting it is heavy. But if it starts getting even heavier, it's going to be hard to see your own guys. Kick is away from the Bills kicker, and it's going to be touchback. So Miami's going to get the ball, 1st and 10 at their own 25. We still got a lot of football to go. Holy moly. Unbelievable. Unreal. 74 people in here. Thank you very much, guys, for hanging out on Saturday night with myself. Going to be doing you can see the weather is coming in. You can see the snow coming in. Yikes. Going to be doing 1 game tomorrow. I'm going to put up a poll after this game for which one that I should do, and I'll go based off of what you guys want. So, Tua's behind center. Raheem Mostert in the backfield. You got Tyreek out there. 2 tight ends. Snap is away. You fake the handoff to Raheem. Tua's going to roll out to his left. Looking downfield and caught. First down, Miami. Tyreek Hill. Big catch, pickup of 13 yards. Buffalo should be like 0-17. Oh, how much time is left? Just under 9 minutes left in the game. The clock is moving. Just under 9 minutes. Clock is winding. 8.5 minutes. 1st and 10 Miami up to their own 38. And holy magoli, those people who decided not to wear any shirts, now they're really regretting it. Play clock winding down. 3, 2, 1. Snap is just away. Tua looking to throw. Gonna lob it up. Looking for, and he's caught it! Albert Wilson Jr. with a big catch, and the snow is coming down, and that's going to be up to, wow, that's a big time catch right there for the Miami Dolphins. How many yards did they get on that? Hard to see where he came down with it because of all the snow. Broncos should be 9-3 if they just averaged 18 points a game, which would probably still make them like a bottom 5 offense. 1st and 10 for Miami. They're into Buffalo territory at the Buffalo 41. Tua behind center. They are going to hand it off to Raheem. He's going to cut out to the right, cuts back in, falls forward. Only a pickup of 1. It's getting chippy between the D lineman and the O lineman. So it's 2nd and 9 for Miami at the Buffalo 40-yard line. There'll be about 7 minutes left in the game. Excuse me. 7 minutes left in the game the next time the ball gets snapped. Both teams have 2 timeouts. It's getting real crazy here. This one's coming down to the wire. It's going to be really hard to kick a field goal in this weather. Tua's in shotgun. Mostert to his right. 2 receivers up top. Sherfield's coming down in motion to the bottom. Snap is away. Going to throw it quickly. Almost intercepted by Kaiir Elam. Tua, it was just a very snap, throws it out. Tyreek Hill caught it, but he probably would have been better not because they just lost about 3 or 4 yards. Kaiir Elam played that really well, really aggressively, but almost intercepted it. But it was a catch by Tyreek, but it's going to be a loss of about 3 yards. So, okay. 3rd and 12 now for Miami at the Buffalo 43. This is going to be hard to pick up. We'll see what happens. About 6 minutes left. Play clock winding down. 2, 1. They snap the ball. They just get it off in time. Tua looking to throw. Looking for Jalen Waddle. Incomplete. 4th down and 12. Miami's going to have to punt the ball away. Wow, 75 people in here, guys. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. We have 52 likes. Patrick Willis likes. Let's go. There is a flag on the play. I think it was holding on the offense. Declined, of course, because it's now 4th and 13. Miami's going to punt the ball back to, 4th and 12. Miami will punt the ball back. There's 6:04 left in the game. And I can't tell you how the rest of this game is going to go because it's just the weather's so freaking bonkers. Come on, Chiefs. Here's the snap for the punt. The punt is up. And it's going to be fair caught at the 7-yard line. Nyheim Hines falling backwards as he fair catches it. Yikes. Not good. Bills have all momentum, just about. He actually fair caught it like his hand. The ball was on his face mask and his hands just was able to reel it in. Dangerous because with this weather, man. So there's 5:56. Josh Allen. Luckily for the Bills, they're wearing their all red uniforms. But here's the thing. With Miami in all white, he might miss one of those defenders out there and then an interception. You never know what could happen. 5:56 left. 1st and 10 Buffalo at their own 7-yard line. Allen in shotgun back to his right. You also have Dawson Knox in the backfield, 2-3 receivers. Snap is away. High snap. Fakes the handoff. Gonna throw it. Gonna be caught by Diggs. Sorry, Gabe Davis. My apologies. Up to the 20-yard line. Pickup of 13. Go Bills. Dolphins suck. Allen interception or fumble would be amazing. 79 people in here. Thank you, guys. Yeah, the Dolphins, it's like camouflage almost. But Gabe Davis goes out at the 20-yard line. Clock is moving because it's not below 5 minutes left in the game. 1st and 10 Buffalo. Allen in shotgun. Snap is away. Under pressure, gets sacked. There's a flag, which I think it might be holding, but otherwise he gets sacked by Seiler, number 92. Number 92. We'll see what the call is. Holding on the offense. That penalty is going to be declined. Loss of about maybe 6 or 7. Clock's going to keep moving too, I would imagine. Sack. What a great play by 92. Beats the left guard. Beats the running back as well. Holy moly. And he got held. That's crazy. But it's going to be 2nd and about 16 for Buffalo at their own 14-yard line. Sorry, 2nd and 17 at their own 13-yard line. Allen in shotgun looking to throw. Under pressure, gets rid of it. Caught by Gabe Davis, but he's going to go down a couple of yards shy of the first down. So it is going to be 3rd and about 2, just under. Yes, it was 2nd and 17. Now it's going to be 3rd and 2 after the throw and catch to Gabe Davis. Allen did have a lot of time in the pocket. Davis kind of had to come back to it. 3rd and 2. Less than 5 minutes. Back to Allen's left. Snap is away. Looking to throw it. Got it time. Caught by Diggs. And that's going to be 1st down Buffalo. And that's going to be a pickup of about 7. Buffalo has the ball. Yep. 88 people in here. Hit the like button, guys. Subscribe if you are new. Diggs held on. That's tough to hold on. He got hit almost right away. 1st and 10, Buffalo at their own 35-yard line. 4 minutes left. Clock is moving. Yeah, let them off the hook. You're right, Christian. Let them right off the hook. Snap is away. They do hand it off to Singletary. Gets a yard, maybe yard and a half. So less than 4 minutes. Clock is moving. 2nd down and about 8.5. Their defense has been awful this game. I mean, these are 2 really good offenses. Let's be fair, though. Don't you want them to win? Do I want who to win? I kind of want Miami just because it'll make it more interesting in the AFC East because you still actually would kind of technically have 4 teams in it, but just for the chaos, as Tom Grossi would say. They hand it off to Singletary on 2nd and 9. Ends up getting about maybe 5 or maybe 6 yards, so it's going to be 3rd and 3. 3.5 minutes. Clock is moving. Both teams have 2 timeouts and, of course, the 2-minute warning. Donald Coleman, howdy. How you doing, buddy? Great to have you here. Cooper Rush 10. Cooper Rush. Did a good job filling in for Prescott. 1,236 subscribers. Hit the subscribe button if you're new. 3rd and 3. 3 minutes left in the clock. Allen's looking to throw it. Throws it wide open. McKenzie. He gets touchdown at about their own 47. So the jerseys are like camouflage, kind of, yeah. But the Bills are methodically moving down the field here. The field is covered in snow. It's going to be really hard to kick a field goal in this weather. 2:30 left in the game. Clock is moving. Allen and shotgun. They're at their own 47. Back to his left. 2 receivers up top. A receiver and tight end down low. They are going to hand it off to Singletary, who's breaking tackles. Gets about 7 yards into Miami territory, up to the Miami 46. McKenzie is pretty fast. Bills will get the 1 seed. We'll see. This might take us. I think the Bills are going to try and get a playoff before the 2-minute warning. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2-minute warning. Buffalo's going to have it 2nd and 3 at the Miami 46. Now, there's no way that any field goal is going to be easy in these conditions. I'm not really too familiar with the with the Buffalo kicker. I'm not too familiar. I think it's Bass, is it? I'm not too familiar with them, but yeah, so we'll see. We shall see. I mean, they still have 2 timeouts remaining, so there is time. There is plenty of time. 84 people in here, guys. Hit the like button. We were at Patrick Willis likes earlier. We are now up to Navarro Bowman likes, an extra like. Excellent. We're back in action here. Slow is smooth. Smooth is fast. Laces out. Finkel is Einhorn. I like Singletary out of my FAU. Christian, FAU, is that where Aziz Al-Shire went to, I think? Did Aziz Al-Shire go to FAU? 2 minutes left. The ball's on the Miami. They're saying the 45. And the screen here, they're showing like the crowd, and you can barely see them with all the snow. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. So we eventually did get this Snow Bowl. It just came in late in the 4th quarter. Bills fans are loving it, though. I mean, this is what they live for. You got to give a shout out to Bills Mafia, though. They have to be up among the best fans in the NFL, considering how little success they've had in like 25 years, you know? Yes, I thought Aziz Al-Shire went there. Yeah, excellent. Memory, don't fail me now. We're getting ready for this 2nd and 3 snap. Looks like static. Serious. Yeah, it looks like on those old TVs when it was just like, shh. Pick 6 incoming. We'll see. Z-Ged's putting it out into the universe. 2nd and 3. I think they're just going to run the ball, to be honest, but you never know. Maybe they'll do a play action. In shotgun, back to his right, they are going to hand up to Singletary, who's going to get first down yardage and fights all the way down to the Miami 38-yard line. Pickup of 7, first down, clock is moving. Really good blocking there, especially by Spencer Brown out of North Dakota State. Him and I don't know if you remember. Oh, yeah, Alfred Morris. Yeah, he was really good with the Washington team when the Shanahans were there. And Alfred Morris had one decent year with the 49ers, I think. Minute and a half left. Josh Allen is going to hand it up to Singletary. And he's breaking tackles up inside just about the 34 of Miami. So 4-yard gain. It's going to be 2nd and 6. Clock is moving. Up to the Miami 34, but anything from this kind of range is no gimme. Jalen Phillips trying to rip the ball out, but Singletary holding on for dear life. There is a minute left in this game. Allen in shotgun back to the right. 2 receivers down low. Snap is away. Allen's going to keep it and throw it incomplete. Looking for Stephon Diggs. No flags on the play. 3rd and 6, 50 seconds left. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Going outside, it's frightful. But the fire is so delightful. And in California, we can't light fires in our houses anymore. But since you got no place to go, let it snow, let it snow. 50 seconds left, 3rd and 6. Allen's in shotgun. Singletary to his left, 3 receivers down low. They might do a quick pass here. Snap is away. Looking to throw under pressure, throwing it up. Incomplete. Is there no flag? There is a flag on the play, but we'll see what the flag is. I'm seeing the official making a call for a holding, so not pass interference. So it is going to be a holding call against Miami. Keith Reeser. Oh, yeah, Keith Reeser. He was drafted by the Niners and with the 6th or 7th round pick. Why are there so many Jalens? All thanks to Jalen Rose, man. Jalen Rose, part of the Fab Five at Michigan. It's a pass interference against Miami, so that changes everything. I thought the official signaled for a hold against the defense, but that's going to give them a whole bunch of yards here. I mean, he just didn't get his head around. That's the thing. He didn't get his head around. And that's one of the first things that passive interference, I actually kind of like that. But he didn't get his head around. He just needed to get his head around to basically make him as if hey, he's looking back for it. So there's 45 seconds left. Bills still have 2 timeouts, and they are at the Miami 13-yard line. Allen behind center is going to hand it off to Singletary, who's going to get maybe a yard or so on the play. So clock is winding down. I think it's going to be Miami who's calling time. Yeah, Dolphins call a timeout. He was one of Balky's injured. Yeah, Balky would always do that, and it kind of frustrated me. Even though some of those injured guys I really did like, but 39 seconds left. Dolphins just called timeout. 2nd and 8 from the Miami 11. The big thing here is going to be how well can they kick in the snow, because there's no gimme. Because if the snap is low, the ball's going to skid on the snow. So I don't know. Interesting what they're going to... I mean, they need to let the Bills score a touchdown. Normally, I would say that, Zgad, but in this weather condition, no field goal is a gimme. So I would say you try and stop them. If it was like perfect weather conditions, then I would say, yeah, let them score. But otherwise, because any field goal is going to be pretty tough, I would say try and stop them. 2nd and 8. Allen in shotguns. He is gonna hand it off. And Singletary, smart play, gets 7 yards. I think it's going to be 3rd down, however, but he actually went down on his own accord. But I think he's going to be short of the 1st down. But Miami were kind of letting him just go into the end zone, but he went down by his own accord. Kicking a field goal is dangerous right now. They just need to, yeah. Singletary himself went down at the Miami 4, and it is 3rd and 1. There's 34 seconds left in the game. Buffalo still have 2 timeouts, so from the looks of it, Buffalo, I mean, if I were Buffalo, I would actually probably just score the touchdown, because in these weather conditions, Miami are not going to be able to move the ball with like 30 seconds left. In these weather conditions, no timeouts. They just need to run it to get a touchdown. Yeah. I think at this point, you have to stop. If you're Miami, you have to stop them here. Because under these conditions, I mean, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, their speed is compromised. So 3rd and 1 here for Buffalo. Pistol formation. Josh Allen just going to kneel it. So they're going to settle for the field goal. They're going to let the clock wind all the way down, call a timeout, then kick the field goal. I think he thought he got the first, though. Yeah, he did. But either way, I guess Buffalo were happy to settle for the field goal. And but in these conditions, and you see the Buffalo players, are they allowed to do that? I remember in the Bears 49ers game, there was a flag against the Bears for like unsportsmanlike conduct for trying to clear the field or something. Well, I guess they were using a towel or something to clear the field. I guess they wanted to kneel it so maybe Bass could get. I don't know. I guess that was just their call right there. I mean, I would have been happy if I was, but I guess you're allowed to do this. You just can't use a foreign object to do it, but you can use your hands, I guess, to clear the snow. I mean, it looks pretty clear from here, so we'll see. But if this is a low snap, the ball is going to skid. It's a 25-yard field goal attempt. So it's basically like those old extra points. This is the game. There's 2 seconds left. This is the game. Snap is away. Hold is good. Kick is up. And it's good. I couldn't even see it, but it's good. Buffalo wins the game. Tyler Bass kicks the field goal. Game over. Buffalo wins. And that's it. Buffalo wins 32-29. Wow. They made so many big plays down the stretch. It's good. Field goal is good. Buffalo, I think they clinched the division. You still have some guys who are shirtless in Buffalo. Unbelievable. You still have some guys who are shirtless. Outrageous in this weather. Yeah, they were able to, you saw all the Buffalo players, basically like 9 or 10 of the Buffalo players were using their hands to move the snow out of the way where they would snap and kick the field goal. And clearly that worked. The kick was up and it was a perfect kick. I couldn't even really see it simply because all the shit on the screen, but walk-off field goal. Still hoping Miami makes playoffs. Dolphins, you stink. And that's a big-time win for Buffalo. And Miami have now lost 3 in a row. Miami loses 3 in a row. Unbelievable. We've had such, these two streams were so much fun. I don't know if Buffalo would automatically have the tiebreaker though. I guess because they split, I guess Buffalo doesn't necessarily have, I think Buffalo have clinched a playoff spot, but maybe not the division. But it ends here in snowy Orchard Park, New York at Highmark Stadium. We've had great games today. Unfortunately, I wanted the Dolphins to win and I wanted the Colts to win. So both games didn't end up the way that I wanted to go, but at the end of the day, if it's not my 49ers who take the loss, then it doesn't really affect me too much, but wow, two great games and very different games at that. This game was close all the way through. The first game, we had an NFL record-setting comeback, 33-point comeback by the Vikings. And incredible. Just an incredible day of streaming. Man, thank you everyone here for all the support throughout the course of the day. A lot of great support for likes, subscriptions, memberships, super chats, donations. I want to say a huge shout out to everyone who was in the chat. Whether you were chatting all game long, I love it. Even if you were just here listening to the stream, hanging out, it was so much fun. And this is what football is all about. And I'm really glad that I chose these two games to do because the Baltimore-Cleveland game was awful. Niners are team enders. Miami, Tampa, Arizona Rams have not won since getting destroyed by the Niners. Yeah, we've also gotten a head coach fired. We've gotten, the Niners are just crazy good. Yes, James Hummel, Tua looked like a baby with his parka. And yeah, Tua then obviously went over to Josh Allen to congratulate him. Josh Allen's now coming on to the NFL Game Day set. He's going to be joined by their Steve Smith, Michael Robinson, former 49er, drafted by the Niners, and that's Maurice Jones-Drew as well. Excellent. Thank you very much, everybody, for hanging out all day long. I'm going to be putting up a poll as the vote for the games tomorrow, and I'm going to be doing one game tomorrow, and I'll be putting up a poll for that. And then tomorrow morning-ish, I will let you guys know which game that I'm going to do based on the poll. So I want to thank everyone for hanging out all day long. Again, a huge shout-out to everyone who contributed in any way. But a special shout-out to all the people who liked the stream, subscribed to the channel, donated through membership, super chats, donations through third-party like Venmo, and who were just engaging with the chat. I had so much fun today. I wasn't expecting two amazing games, two very different amazing games, and we certainly got it. So we've seen records get broken today here on Shifty's 49ers Talk. But thank you, everyone. I am going to peace out. This has been about 8 hours of streaming today. I'm going to let my voice heal up a little bit. We'll be doing one game tomorrow. Do stay tuned for the poll that's coming up. And but I'm going to peace out, guys. Thank you so much. We'll be doing a game tomorrow. And thank you for hanging out. I do sincerely appreciate each and every one of you. And thank you again. Have a great rest of your Saturday night. It feels a lot later than it actually is. Here on the West Coast, it's 8:49. But thanks again, everyone. Peace out. And on your way out, if you haven't, hit the like button, subscribe. We'll catch, hopefully, all of you tomorrow. And peace out. Thanks again, folks. Take care now. So actually, wait, before I go, two things I have to say. The butt counts, and then I'm going to catch you guys